We're getting ready to go live. And we are live. And give me a second here. Michelle, are you there? You have no volume. Hello? Michelle? Hello, Kelly. Hello, Christina. How are you doing? Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me okay.
Acknowledge me.
Hello, Melanie. You hear me?
Shared.
Give me a second here. I forgot to do one other thing. Okay. Okay, Kelly.
Acknowledge me.
Christina.
Acknowledge me.
007 Kevin.
Acknowledge me.
Melanie.
Acknowledge me.
You all can hear me. That's great. Michelle, you may want to leave and come back because there's no volume. I cannot hear you. Uh-huh. Well, right here.
No chat.
Okay. So I have a guest here with me. Dolls Dolly, how are you doing?
Acknowledge me.
I have a guest here, but we're having technical difficulties on her end. So, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm hoping you all are having a great night. I really do. How's your day, Kevin? Melanie, how's your day? Christina, how was yours? I hope everyone is well too. Pam Syme is in the house.
Acknowledge me.
Okay, let's see. Go here. And let's see. Have we got this on? Spirit Stalker, Yvonne is in the house.
Acknowledge me.
How you doing, Yvonne? Michelle, can you hear me now? Because you have no volume. Are you there? We are having technical difficulties. I got you on here twice. Let me see. Can I? Now I put it on mute, so I want to see if you can unmute. Now, can you speak? There is no volume. GSS Videos is in the house.
Acknowledge me.
We are doing wonderful. We hoping that you are doing wonderful as well. We do have a guest here, but she is having some technical difficulties. There is no volume whatsoever. So I'm gonna mute you again. Okay. Okay, I think she got off to get back on. I'm unmuted. Okay, you're unmuted. Okay.
It's gotta be something her.
It's got to be something on your end because we cannot hear you at all.
Gotta go into your
Um,
tester.
yeah, because I don't know what it would be.
Hello, Nancy.
Fancy, how are you doing?
Acknowledge me.
Kristenberg, how are you doing?
Acknowledge me.
Thank you guys so much for being here. I am so sorry. We do have a special guest here. She is having some technical difficulties. We're trying to figure it out. Hopefully, we can figure it out. And if not, we're going to go with plan B. And what plan B would be is we're going to sit back and watch a video. Green apples. No, I don't think so.
Acknowledge me.
But you have been acknowledged, Haunted Trucking. I'm hoping that you're doing okay, sir. I really do. How are you feeling? Everybody out there, my friend Haunted Trucking, aka Ghost Dog, the whole family is going through COVID right now. So prayers to them. If you could help them with food or anything like that, there is a PayPal that you can send to a Venmo. Please help them out.
Christina said.
Christina said, could go into
Tell her when she.
settings and there's different audio. Okay, Michelle, because I'm quite sure you can hear me. So go into your settings and there's different audio settings and check your audio settings.
See if your speaker is hooked up to your.
Right, and see if maybe your speaker's hooked up. So try that. Because I don't know if you're using your phone or if you're using, OBS. Shelly, how are you doing?
Acknowledge me.
GSS video said, hope they will be okay. COVID isn't mice. No, they're not mice. As a matter of fact, COVID is something that humans get. But whenever they decide to turn into mice, I will give them some cheese. I know exactly what you meant, GSS. No, COVID is not nice.
Oh, sucks.
COVID does suck. Dave the Rave is in the house.
Acknowledge me.
Thank you so much for being here. Haunted Trucking says, bless you, sir. Family greatly appreciate it. Hey, we appreciate you, bro. We can only do what we can. And if we can, we do. It's all about being love and spreading that love out. And that's what we try to do to everybody. We're going to try this again, Michelle. You ready? Let's see. Do we have you this time? Do we have any volume? We have no picture and we have no volume. There we are. We have picture. Now we have picture. Now we can lip sync. Anybody in here that knows sign language and knows lip syncing, y'all can dissect what Michelle is saying. Just let us know. Betty Van Tassel's in the house.
Acknowledge me.
This was an ICU for 3 days.
Yes, their youngest Paige was in ICU for 3 days. So please, prayers to Haunted Trucking and to the whole family. Taz Lucas, the girl with Tourette's, is in the house.
Acknowledge me.
And yes, Michelle, we still have no volume. Nobody hears you. I want to hear you. I want to know what you sound like. I want to know. I don't care if you sound like Barry White. I want to hear you.
Look in your settings at audio. It might be set wrong.
Yeah, check your setting in your audio settings. Because it might be something crossed. Andrew is in the house. How you doing, Andrew?
Acknowledge me.
Oh, she says she has, Kristen says she has.
Christian,
He said,
have one off work at the moment, sick with COVID. Other two have colds. God bless you, Christian. Let's get some prayer emojis for Kristen Berg also, uh, who's going through it. We don't wish that on nobody. Nobody. That is just terrible. I remember when we got it, we all had it. And our taste buds are still messed up. My sense of smell is messed up. Jen can hardly taste anything, and her senses is actually good. But my senses, I can't smell nothing. But man, I don't wish that on nobody. Yes, you know what? I pray for all you guys. I'm hoping that everybody in this chat is fine. We hope that you are in the best of spirits and we want you in the best of health. Uh, Taz Lucas says, how's everyone this morning? Whatever time where you are. Let me get Michelle in here again. And the time here is 8:20. It is
Still
8
not.
there.
Is
There
it working?
Yeah.
Alexa, stop.
Finally,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen,
I
we
had to
have
sign
her.
in through the browser
That
and I
is all.
couldn't figure it out. Sorry about that.
No, it's all
Hiccup.
good. We're just glad that you're here and we're hoping that you're doing all right.
Yes, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I am doing wonderful. And that's my son, Tony. Tony here is autistic.
Hi,
Um,
Tony.
our other son is Manny. He is also autistic, but he's in bed. And then Cody, I believe, is upstairs watching sports. And our daughter had just left because she's married. So, but I wanted to ask you, how long now, first of all, how long have you lived in this house that you're living in now? And is this house the one that's haunted?
Yes, I moved here January 2022 and quickly realized I was not alone.
Wow. Did you know about any paranormal history before moving in?
No, just it was a cheap apartment in a pretty nice part of town, so I decided I was on my own for the first time. I had been in recovery since 2012.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2022, I had a chance to get my own place without any roommates. So I was really excited at that point. So I found a place that felt warm. When I looked at the place, felt warm and inviting. But the first night I stayed here alone, I was terrified. I knew that there was something not right. And my first experience is I was sleeping in my bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
and while I was sleeping, a sharp whistle went over my head. I quickly opened my eyes. I look over at my dog, and my dog's sitting up in the bed. I have a little dog like yours, a little Yorkie, sitting
Yes.
up in the bed. Her ears are up. She heard it, and I heard it. So that just totally freaked me out. Like, what was that? So I believed in paranormal, but I wasn't 100% sure because we just went through the pandemic and I
Mm-hmm.
had streamed just about every paranormal show you could think of during the pandemic. There was nothing else to do, right?
Right.
So I believed in it, but I didn't think it could happen to me. So I was telling my friends and family, hey, there's something going on here. And they thought that I fell off the wagon. They thought that I lost it.
Right.
So no one believed me. And it was really a tough time. And then I had a second experience where I was watching TV, sitting in my recliner, and a gold orange orb spun around the living room. It was so vivid. It was about a foot in diameter. It was so vivid. I could see it spinning clockwise. And when
Wow.
it went through my TV, it left a zigzag pattern and then just disappeared. So I was like, did that just happen? And then at that point, I was like, I'm getting cameras. That's it. I'm getting cameras.
And I,
So I
I don't
had, yeah. It was crazy. And then as soon as I got cameras, I started catching orbs and a few voices.
Mm-hmm.
And I had one terrifying experience where I had something growl at me. And that's when I learned how to ground and protect myself. It growled so loud, it shook my floor like an earthquake. So, um, yeah, at that point, I took control of the situation and said, "You can't growl at me. This is my house. You cannot growl at me here." And it scurried into the dining room, turned and growled at me one more time, and boom, gone. And I haven't had any of that since. But after that, I had to learn how to ground, protect myself, and
Mm-hmm.
I had to get right. I wasn't right. I had to spiritually enlighten myself and get right with my higher power.
And you're
Do a
right.
lot of forgiving. Yeah, forgiving and shadow work.
Do
And
you, do you know anything about the history of the property?
yeah, I learned a little bit of history. This was orchards at one time, and the farmers that lived here came from Germany. They actually brought the tree grafts with them, like there was apples, pears, and cherries. So it was orchards, and then before the orchards, it was Native American land, Clackamas Indians.
Oh, see,
And
that right there, a Native American.
yes, and I have caught what I believe is a skyfish. I'll have to send you one of the videos. It is an entity that starts out round or bullet shaped, and
Uh-huh.
it will start to fly and it turns flat like a lightning rod.
Wow.
So yeah, and it will fly horizontally while it's vertical. It is the strangest thing I've ever seen, and it likes to fly over my car, and it likes when I'm out there. I've had it fly over me twice. I've caught it 3 times, the same entity.
Wow.
So I would like to spread this thing around and find out what it is.
Hello, cute kitty. Thank you so much for being here.
Acknowledge me.
Let me ask you, what was the first unusual thing that you noticed there, and how did you react?
The first thing was the whistle while I was asleep in the bedroom. And I tried to, like, how could that happen? I'm in a sixplex that is L shaped. So I'm on the very end that's near the street. So I have no one on one side of me, one neighbor on the right of me. So I was trying to figure out how could something whistle over my head in the bedroom? There's just no explanation. How can that happen? And not just wake me up, but wake the dog up too. So there was no explanation for that. I thought I was losing it. I thought I was going crazy. I really did.
Wow.
Um,
And I can understand because believe me, the things that we've been through in our lifetime, people would have thought that we was like, two sandwiches short of a picnic ourselves, you know,
yeah,
and then come to find out later on, especially when they find out themselves that we weren't lying. When they come over, which means now I'm gonna bring that question to you. Has anyone come over and then noticed anything themselves?
yes, I have my son that's experienced quite a bit of activity. He had to stay with me for 3 months when he got out of jail. Yeah, the drug thing is generational for everyone that doesn't know. So he was here for about 3 months, and he wakes me up one night, Mom, something jumped on the end of my bed while I'm sleeping. He was sleeping on a cot in the living room, like a rollaway bed.
Right.
Something jumped on the end of the bed. Where's your dog and cat? They're they sleep right beside me at night. They're right here. What are you talking about? He says, something jumped on the end of the bed while I was sleeping. So I was like, okay. So we went back to sleep. And then an hour later, he come and woke me up again. Mom, something kicked the bottom of my bed. So whatever it was, didn't like that he was here sleeping in the living room, and was letting him know, hey, I know you're here. So yeah, it was messing with him. And so, because he didn't believe it at first. He thought, oh, you're exaggerating, Mom. Everything's fine. There's nothing wrong with this place. I'm like, this place is creepy. I want to move. And yeah, and then I have a friend when that growl thing happened. I had her come over and she taught me how to ground and protect myself,
Mm-hmm.
and planted some crystals northeast, south, and west. That
Mm-hmm.
helped. That helped a lot. But it was mostly getting right with my higher power and forgiving myself and everybody else that I, had built up over the years. So a lot of shadow work, I guess, has got me to this point.
Um, GSS Video, I want to thank you so much. I got to do this for GSS Video,
Acknowledge me.
and I got the wrong thing. That was my bad. I want to do this for GSS Video because
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
we really do appreciate that. Thank you so much there, GSS Video. Taz Lucas has said, I can see spirits with you right now, Michelle. They are happy to be around you. So, Taz, are you, I want to say, is it clairvoyant? Or
That's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing.
that is amazing.
Right?
Wow.
I do believe they're around me. I think that some of it's family. I have my husband's cremains in the closet. He passed away in 2009 of a
Oh,
drug overdose.
you have my
So,
you have
yeah,
my deepest condolences at that.
yeah, thank you. It's he wasn't the greatest husband, so I had a lot of forgiving to do after he passed. But
Right.
we're good now. We're good now. So that's what matters.
Yeah, and you never want to speak ill of the dead, because karma does come back. Um,
That's right.
Acknowledge me.
Jason Finch, thank you so much. You know what? I had that turned down. My bad. Jason Finch,
Acknowledge me.
thank you so much for being here, sir. What types of paranormal activity do you experience most often? Voices, shadows, things moving, objects, mother-in-laws?
Um, Voices, shadows, but they're more like flashes of light. They're not, I have seen dark ones here, but mostly flashes of light. When there are dark ones, I tell them to leave. They're not welcome. They have to be from the highest or they can't be here.
I
But
agree.
I do believe there's some kind of portal here. I
Mm,
believe that either that or I attract them. So what I want to do is start investigating other places. If I attract it in other places,
mm.
then it's me.
Yeah, 'cause
Um,
if I see dark shadows here, they're not ghosts. Those are what I call the neighborhood burglar. And everybody in the chat, if you have a question for Michelle, please put your question in the comment and I will read it to her unless can you see the chat?
I
Okay.
cannot.
Okay.
I I
If
don't want to touch anything because I don't want to lose the volume. I'm not very techy.
oh
I'm
no, that's
afraid of
okay.
my.
If Jen sees it, she'll ask the question for you.
Sounds good. Thank you, Jen.
Um, are these experiences random or do they follow in a pattern, in any kind of pattern?
No pattern. But I had a friend here the other day, and I decided. A lot of people ask me, "How long do you have to leave the cameras on before you get activity?" So we did 3 videos, each video 5 minutes long, and within 3 to 5 minutes, I had activity on all 3 videos. So I was trying to get an average. How long does it take to actually get them to come out and show themselves for me? And it's 3 to 5 minutes. So that's and because people were telling me we go investigate and they'll sit there for hours, and I'm like, I must be really lucky because they're right here. And I don't, like I said, is it me or is it this place? Is it both of us together? It's kind of
Right.
whatever is here made me feel like I was spiritually enlightened somehow. The energy feels good. It makes me feel good. Now, there is a part of it where if I have a bad day and I'm, kind of naggy, and it will feed on that. So I have to be really careful what I say and do here and
Mm,
push out any negative energy that I could have, let off here.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to be mindful. And since I've done that for over a year now, the energy's been lighter and even more welcoming, if that makes sense.
Yes, and that makes it. Yeah, there's a couple questions here, and before we answer those, Shire Ghost
Acknowledge me.
and Randy,
Acknowledge me.
thank you so much for being here. Christina had a question for you, and she said, Michelle, if you are a spiritual person, you have a different kind of like girl, and they will follow you from the freaking supermarket. They do it to me all the time. Wow. So you saying that she has girl that do you have a girl spirit?
I think that I do. I know there's a child. I caught a voice on one of the videos that said, I can see you. So I was asking them to come out, spirit, ghosts, come out, show yourself. And I also have ghost dogs that bark. I have caught the ghost dogs twice barking. No one else here had dogs. And I can zoom in on my dog not barking. So something is barking inside and it's not my dog. So I'll hear a dog bark and then a child's voice that says, I can see you. And I
Yeah,
feel like it is a female child. I don't know if something happened to a child here. Because it's an apartment, I can track the owners who's owned the building, but I can't track all the renters that have rented over the years.
gotcha.
So, and I've looked up, if there's been any deaths or any, thing bad happen here. Nothing, nothing at all. Just what they did to the Native Americans, which was horrible. We all
Mhm.
know what happened, disease and took the buffaloes and all that stuff. So,
Yeah,
yeah, they wiped out the whole tribe.
Actually, there's two questions here. One's from Taz Lucas. She said, "Have you ever met a young lady ghost? She is wearing a dress like looks like a wedding dress, keeps sort of flashing white over the screen." Then Christina said, "Well, the good part is probably your spirit guide protecting you from whatever was there, even though it's probably not that bad. It just doesn't like you in the house, but it doesn't like anybody there."
That could be. I sense that that might be the orchard owners that had, a big Victorian style house here that was tore down years ago. There are
Hmm.
two that are still left on the block. So there were like three, huge farm and orchards in this area. This one was torn down so they could build, houses and divide everything up. But and then the other two houses are still on the block. They're about 3 or 4 blocks up, but the houses are there and then there's new houses built around them. So same yeah, older homes. So I believe that it could be one of the orchard owners looking over the property. They should be happy I've cleaned up here. I have what we call a slumlord, and he's not very good at maintenance or cleaning up the outside. So me and the neighbors kind of pitch in and do it ourselves.
Well,
Because
that's
I have to have a place to walk my dog and things. So I don't mind. And I have plants and trees and flowers that I like outside. So I've kind of made that, nicer than it was when I came. And I think they respect that.
Taz says somebody keeps coming through you. And then there's another one from Christina. She said it could be a Native American child, but I feel like she was just in the neighborhood and she picked there because she likes your dog. That could be.
Yeah, yeah. They really like the dog, and I have a cat too. They like the cat. And I think they know how much I love pets. So
And
they respect that too.
hello, Cassie. Tells told in the dark is in the house.
Acknowledge me.
Thank you so much for being here. Have you ever seen a full apparition, and can you describe it?
The I have caught an orb. Now what I do is I take the orb and I will open it up on the screen and sometimes use my little magnifier. And I have caught a couple faces. One of them was in a spiral. I guess when an orb spirals like a tornado, it's
Hmm.
trying to manifest into spirit. So I had one that sort of came out the door. I was walking in the door and it came out the door. And that was like the first one I caught on camera,
Hmm.
on the outside camera. And when I slowed the film down, as I seen it spiraling, I could see a face in the middle of it. It almost looks like my mom, but it's kind of a creepy, like, I don't know if it's my mom. It could be a grandmother, but it's a older lady with dark hair. And the eyebrows aren't the same. It doesn't look like my mom. But I have caught a native face, what I believe is a native face. And then my friend, Jenny, she's like a paranormal consultant. She thinks it looks like a native face too. So I think
Wow.
he's a warrior because I can see like stripes. So he has paint on both sides of his face. So I think he might have been a warrior here, the
Right.
native that I caught.
Hmm.
And then like the flat thing, I think is a skyfish. I want to share that and get other people's opinion because I'm like that's I usually get round orbs, like the great big round orbs, or they will look more like a bullet capsule like orb. And sometimes you can see fringe. When they fly through, you probably already know they leave like a tracer.
Right.
So yeah, and then depending on sometimes they're so quick that you have to slow the, film down or you will miss them because it's like a flash. So that is what started happening at first was I was getting flashes like am I having a stroke? The power dipping out or something? Like it
Right.
was getting like what is with this light around here? It's crazy. And yeah, sure enough, that's what it is they wanted me to know they were here. But the closest thing to another apparition was at the end of my bed sleeping one night. I
Mm.
seen a green, yellow flash, probably 3 or 4 feet long, and it terrified me. I jumped out of bed. I beat on the walls. I was yelling, screaming. I was like, "You can't do that to me!" You know, scared me. I'm here alone. I live alone, so I got
Right.
my dog and my cat. So yeah, I was terrified. And of
Now,
course, when I'm calling my son, there's something in my bedroom. It's green and yellow and 3 feet long. He's going, come on, mom, it's fine. I stayed there. Yeah, well, yeah, and then he comes and stays and it kicks under the bed. And then something jumps on the bed with him. He's like, huh, there is something weird here. But if you're afraid of it, it will poke at you. But it seems
WTF
to
Mike. I'm
It
sorry.
seems to like kids. Like when I have my great nieces and stuff come over and the neighbor kids, it seems
Yes.
to like them. So it likes kids. It likes the joy and whatever they bring. That
Hmm.
youth. It likes that.
Hey, everybody, WTF Mike is in the house.
Acknowledge me.
Thank you so much. Love you, Mike. You know we love you, Mike. WTF Mike.
Yes.
Taz had another, actually,
Not a question at the top.
it's right here. And by the way, I put actually Jim put Michelle's link in the not a I want to say description box in the chat, and it's also pinned
Well,
here
thank
at the top. So if you want to go by and check out her videos, check them out. They're really worth looking at. And Taz says she's the one that keeps coming through. I see her now. That's so interesting. You're talking about her, and she's showing herself.
right. You see her too. Yeah, she's here. I don't know if that's my mom or if it's a spirit guide. It could even be a grandmother. My grandmother looked like my mom. So I
What?
don't know if it's a grandmother or mother, but it seems like a motherly figure that's coming through. The older lady.
Wow, she's like boy, Taz, We might have to have you up here one day and talk to you. Spirit Stalker, how are you doing, ma'am?
Acknowledge me.
Are you let me see. How can I phrase this? Are you or are the experiences usually visual or are they audio or physical?
Yes, um uh I see them. I hear mumbles, but I
Mhm.
cannot understand them. And
Oh,
I
so
get a lot of video where I can't understand the audio, but I know that they're mumbling, saying stuff. Once in a while, I'll get a all right. I've gotten an I love you. They told me they love me. They can see me, and a few other words. One of them was choice words. They called me a stupid bee, but I was fooling myself and thought I knew everything here, and I don't. And I had to own that. Uh, yeah. Oh, it also said my maiden name because I asked it one morning. Who am I? Michelle Wilfong is not my name. What is my name? They knew it. They
wow.
knew my nickname and my maiden last name.
Uh,
And yeah, I have it on video. They knew my name. Shelly Greeby. They knew it.
W
So
Mike, thank you so
that
much.
was pretty um yeah, it was like acknowledgement. They do
Here
know
comes
who
the
I
money.
am.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Thank you, Mikey. Thank you so much, WTF Mike. We appreciate you, sir, for doing that. I'm sorry about that. Um, I had to acknowledge that real quick. Uh,
Yeah, awesome. I like that. Here comes the money. I love that.
if somebody makes a donation, I have to do that. I don't have to. I just want to.
I love it. Yeah, it's awesome.
Taz says, looks like an older lady. I see them all the time. I'm friends with GSS, and I see his in his home too. So you're over there across the pond too in the UK. Hey,
Awesome.
welcome to the family. We love having you here. Thank you so much for being part of our family. Um, Let me ask you another one. Has the activity ever been violent or threatening?
Just the one time when it growled at me. And when it was happening, I didn't even think about it. I knew from past experiences if I didn't stand up to it, it was going to keep scaring me. So I stood right up to it and said, "You cannot growl at me in my own house. You have to leave." And it did. And when I heard it jump off the sofa, it had two sets of legs like it was a dog. Thud thud. Scurried like its nails on the hardwood floor to the dining room,
Mhm.
growled so loud it shook the floor like an earthquake. And I was scared, but I stood my ground.
That's
So
good.
after that experience, whoo,
I'm
I
glad you.
was ready for
I'm,
crystals and crosses. I'm telling you,
I'm glad that you stood
crucifixion
your ground.
crosses to be exact. Yeah.
Yes, I'm so glad that you stood your ground. Shire Ghost said, has the property got a long history of habitation or is it a new building?
Oh, this building was built in the 60s, so this is an older apartment building. And most of the houses on this block are older from the 60s, I'd say 50s and 60s. There
Okay.
were houses here during the war too, because they had one of those speakers that they had in World War II that would go off if there was an air raid or something. There was one right on the corner here. So there were houses here in the 40s too. So over time, after the orchards, the community slowly grew up.
WTF Mike said, I wish my wife would kick me out when I growl. Mike, I don't know what I'm gonna do about you, Mike. Christina said, actually, I think she was talking to Ghostshire. She said she did mention that there was a German orchard there, and prior to that, there was a Native American camp there. Oh,
Yes. And they didn't have teepees. They built their homes out of cedar planks. We have tons of cedar trees. There's trees down the street that are big around as a car almost, and I don't even know how tall, but they're so huge they can't take them down because in the middle of the neighborhood, so they leave them. So I have huge trees around me.
And by
Yeah.
the way, I wanted to let everybody know GSS videos and Dave, um, they're both autistic. So I just want to let them know. Let's show them some love. I love our autistic community. Jason Fitch here is also autistic. So we love our autistic community. We love when they come in, and I want to let them know. So we always show them love. So I want to get that out real quick. And I believe, Taz, you're autistic also, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right? Let me know if I'm right or not.
It's
How?
amazing
Yes, it
that
is.
that you recognize them. That's awesome.
Yes. How has living there affected your day-to-day life?
It's mostly spiritually enlightened me and brought me closer to the Bible and my higher power. And it also brought me a lot of forgiveness. I had a lot of forgiving to do and a lot of amends to make that
Mhm.
I did somewhat, but some of it was half-assed. So I kind of had to step up to the plate and I had to do it right. And so, yeah, and it just comes a time where that needed to be done, and it
Right.
really feels good. I also, yeah, a lot of forgiveness with um I had some tragedy in my family. I've
Mhm.
lost three immediate family members to addictions. Two sisters, same parents, and then my husband, 2005, 2009, and 2013. And then also my parents along the way too. So um, I have a brother left though, so I'm not alone, and I have two sons. So
Randy, have a good night. And Randy, I want to get you up here one day and we're going to have a nice conversation with you as well. Thank you so much, RPI Paranormal. Hey, Randy, do me a favor, put your link in the chat so everybody can come by, check you out, show you some love. Thank you so much, Randy, for being here and being a wonderful friend. Um, has it changed your beliefs at all about the paranormal?
oh yeah. Like I said, I was on the fence, during the pandemic, everyone was streaming everything. So I watched I think Zach Baggins was on all the time, but that got me interested into the other shows. So I was kind of watching a little bit of everything. But I was like, is this real? Like you don't really know. So you think it is and you want to believe it, but you're not 100%. And then once I realized I wasn't alone here, I started to believe there is something. I don't know what it is, but there is something, yeah, that goes on. And um, like this place, if I was to move, it wouldn't be because of the activity. It would be because of the living here, because sometimes the neighbors aren't so great, and like I said, the management isn't so great. So it wouldn't be because of the ghosts. But
Right.
the landlord gave me permission. I did have some investigators come in 2023, and they did an investigation. And some things didn't work out with getting credit for videos, so we're kind of on the fence with that. But they did acknowledge that I have paranormal activity. But yeah,
Um,
that's what kind of happened there. And yeah, it's kind of sad because uh, I was hoping they were a newer paranormal team, and I was one of their first investigations.
mm,
So they were just getting started and learning what to do, type of thing. But it was good. It turned out good, and they caught some great footage.
that's a
And
blessing.
then,
Uh,
right. But I would like to have someone else come in and do their own
If
investigation, so I'd have someone to back up what I see.
if I'm
You know,
ever in your area, I would love to come over.
Yes, if you're ever in Oregon, anyone's welcome. There's an open invitation. If you're
As-
in Oregon, come on by.
Yeah, because I have a
Yeah,
friend. We have a friend that lives in Oregon, so that gives us a bigger plus to go by. You know who lives there, don't you?
yeah,
Two.
definitely.
We got Portland, we got Umagura, and then we got Emmy and Anne Marie. So yes,
Yeah, I'm in Milwaukee, maybe 20 minutes from Portland, and that's because of traffic. It's usually like 7 minutes, but because of the traffic now, it's like 20
that's.
minutes.
I want to address Taz Lucas here, sweetheart. You are not broken.
You're a special
You
gift.
are a special gift. Believe me. See, because you got to remember, Taz, God don't make mistakes. He makes masterpieces, and that's what you are. So consider yourself golden, not broken. We love you regardless. Sorry, I had to get that out. And GSS, you as well. And the same with Dave the Rave and Jason Finch. We love you guys. Okay. I think there was a question here. Oh yes, I believe Taz says I believe one of the ghosts has attached themselves to you and not the place. She seems very happy to be with you. As a matter of fact, Taz has autism and Tourette's.
I believe that. I do believe they have attached because when I went 2 years ago, I went on vacation with my oldest son.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we were staying in this log cabin, and I thought I seen it flash in the bath when I was in the bathroom. So I came out to the living room. I said, I think I brought something with me. And he
Mm-hmm.
goes, oh, well, it's going to be okay, Mom. Don't worry about it. He's making a sandwich in the kitchen. And he goes, did you just see that? I go, yeah, I seen it. I told you I brought something with me. So not only I seen it, my son seen it. So I think it travels with me. So I
Yes,
tell it when I leave, you can't go. Like you got to stay home. I need you here to watch over everything. But yeah, it's wild. I do notice when there are lightning storms, the activity ramps up. It ramps up around the full moons
mm-hmm.
and around holidays. It likes Christmas and it likes Easter. And I don't know if that's because I'm busy visiting family and families, back and forth here. I'm not sure, but it likes holidays. It
Wow.
likes that I decorate, and do all those things.
I like holidays too until we broke.
Yeah, right. Christmas isn't fun anymore. It used to be,
And
but can't afford anything now.
I want to say hello to Kim. Thank you for being here, Kim M.
Acknowledge me.
I also want to say hello to Southern Belle Bigfoot
Acknowledge me.
and Joyful Steps in the house.
Acknowledge me.
Thank you so much for being here. Have guests or visitors experienced things in your house? I think you said you.
Um, yeah, my son's girlfriend's kids were here. I was watching them, and they wanted to turn the cameras on and see if they could see some orbs. So we were watching orbs on my phone screen, and my the step granddaughter, she says to me, "They look like they have their arms back, flying like that." And I was like, "That's really cool that you noticed that." And then my grandson kept saying, um, he can see auras. He was telling me, you have purple and blue around you. And I was like, really? Do you see that around everyone? Yeah, it turns out the kid sees it around everyone. And he has a friend that taught him how to see auras. So yeah, it was pretty amazing because they enjoyed it too. But yeah, I've had several people, my son, his girlfriend, my brother-in-law, um, my youngest son, so several people that have been here have experienced um, something will go on. One time, someone sitting on the couch, I think it was my brother-in-law, something kicked underneath the couch, like thud, hard. You could hear it. He's
Right.
like, "What was that?" I go, "Oh, it's a welcome. It
Uh,
means they know you're here. They're welcoming you. So they try to scare you."
yes, they do, and I agree with you 100% on that. I want to
Yeah.
say hello to Fallen Angel
Acknowledge me.
and Lisa J. This is her only day off, and I'm glad you're spending it with us.
Acknowledge me.
Thank you so much for being here. Um, have you contacted any? Have you tried to contact any other paranormal investigators besides yourself?
I've contacted several. Most of them do not want to do residential. And then the other ones are on the fence because I post videos. So I don't know if they're afraid it will take away from their views or they'll have to give me credit. I'm not sure what the thing is, but several local investigators, they're just not interested in residential. And I guess there's a lot of it as far as I know, but yeah, they're just not interested. So I'm hoping eventually so I can get some more validation that, yeah, there is stuff going on here. And
Taz,
it's so amazing. I mean, I want to share it with everyone. What has happened to me here has been amazing, and I want other people to experience that too.
uh,
So,
Christina said, you know, they usually say purple is an angel. It's usually Ezekiel's energy. And then Taz said that she heard a lady say hello behind her, or was it just her? So, so it's behind Michelle. Hey, Marie is in the house. How you doing, Marie?
Acknowledge me.
AKA Amber, and Abyss Paranormal's here.
Acknowledge me.
What happened to your wrench, Marie? I'm gonna give you another one. See, there you go. A wrench from a wrench. A wrench like me. Thank you guys so much for being here. As a matter of fact, I'm really hoping that you hit that subscribe button, and I do hope that you share this out. You can do that too if you want to. If be nice, but that subscribe button and that like button, especially if you're new. Hit that subscribe button. Um, and you have documented. Now, I've seen your videos. I've
yeah.
seen your videos. As a matter of fact, I want to try to play them. Do I have your permission?
Yes, you can play as many as you like. Yes, thank you.
Because I'm gonna go and I want people to see some of these because you sent me some really, really good videos, and I want people to see these. So let me try and set this up first. Let me go into my message. Where are you, message?
Yeah, I'll be asleep in bed and the outside ring will start alerting me, 2 or 3 a.m. And I'll
Uh-huh.
wake up and it looks like it's snowing outside. There are so many orbs. And it's like it's raining orbs. It's absolutely beautiful. And I have to tell them, why are you waking me up? Why are you doing this in the middle of the night? And it's like yeah, I don't know, but there's some kind of opening here where they come through. I've also had Alexa say some pretty weird things. Catch Andy, and then they've mentioned Robert, and I don't know any Roberts. So that was interesting.
I'm trying to see
So
when you sent me
crazy.
did you send them on Messenger? Was it Messenger or was it
Yeah,
on yeah. It was on Messenger?
Messenger. You can share them off of YouTube. You can
Okay.
see them there too.
Let me go on my you know what? I'll do that because that would probably be a little better for me. So what I'm gonna go on your channel and I'm gonna bring your channel over to this other side here. First, let me get your channel up here. I'm sorry, chat. Give me a second here. I want y'all to see some of these videos that she has, because I was kind of blown away by a lot of these. Um, and I know it's easy to say, "Oh, it's just orbs," but sometimes an orb can tell a story. You know,
And
and
there's different kinds of orbs.
right.
Like I said, they can funnel. When they funnel, they are trying to, you know, uh, turn into a spirit, however you say that. There are bullet shaped orbs. There are the big round ones, as small as oranges, as big as beach balls. Um, yeah, there are some amazing orbs.
Lisa said, "Hey Eddie, I'd love to share my story when y'all have a moment." You know what, Lisa? We will get to you too, because I asked you to do that, and I'm glad you remembered. So give me a second here, because we're going to take a look at Michelle's channel here, and we're going to take a look at some of her videos, because they're very interesting. I'm going to go to your recent. This is from your.
People seem to like the living room ones the best, because my cat's always in them.
So you can see the ones that I've watched already. So let's go to a different one. We'll go to this one. Can y'all see this all right in the chat?
I think that's the cat moving. Oh, the dog barking. Oh, I left the dog home early in the morning and he just did not quit barking. Poor guy was scared here alone. But I had an early morning appointment, so I had to leave when it was dark. So I left the camera on for him. And yeah, he was pretty upset, but I did see some activity around him. So I think they were trying to comfort him. I don't think they were trying to scare him.
Right, I don't think so either. I see that slow moving one. I seen that. You got some heck of a
Some of them, they sparkle like diamonds. They're sparkly.
right, they do. Look at that. Wow.
They almost look like glitter. Some of them, when they leave a tracer, it looks like glitter. And the EMF detector does pick it up. It does peg to red. I have the Rook that I've used it several times. Went around the room to make sure there's no hot spots, around a light switch or something. Yeah, but it lights up when they go through the room.
Wow. That is interesting.
Some of them big, some of them small.
That really is. And now, which direction he's facing? Is there something over there?
Yeah, there's a window, but he's looking out the window and
Okay.
he's waiting for me to come home. Poor guy.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
waiting for
he's
me.
scared.
Yeah. He's like, when are you coming back? It's dark. But it'd be light in just a few minutes, so I knew he'd be okay. The cat's here. I have a cat. He's got a cat friend. So he's not alone. The
Wow.
cat loves them. I have a ton of videos where the cat, he's like, okay, he'll just watch them fly around. But the dog is not sure yet. Yeah, I've had him since May, and he's just not sure of it yet.
Cute little guy. He really is.
Yeah, he's a Yorkie Terrier. He's a little bit large, but he's a great dog. I love him.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna look at another one here, but before I do, um, there was a question here. Christina said, "Have you ever tried the Ghost Seer app, Michelle? Because you can ask them to have the AI draw pictures so they can show you stuff. I had a lot of interesting things come up, and I could verify." Wow.
Oh, what's it called again? I gotta write that down.
It's
Ghost Seer?
Yep, Ghost Seer. Seer,
Okay.
Seer. So yeah, that's thanks.
Yeah, I will check that out. That's interesting.
You know what, Christina? I meant to send you a link. You want to come up, Christina? I like having you up here because you usually catch questions that I always miss from anyone, me and Jen. So you're welcome to come up if you like. Let's take a look at another one. I'm gonna go to your front porch, I believe this is.
Yeah,
So let's take a look.
yeah.
This is
It's my
inside.
front door, and it's like a little
Oh,
patio.
see that ectoplasma.
Isn't that pretty?
That's
That one was really pretty. It's like it makes a swirl and it's so pretty.
yeah, that's ectoplasma.
Isn't that great? And I don't know what I was outside for, but I had to step outside for something. That's why that screen door is open. And they sort of enjoy when I'm around.
Wow.
Now, sometimes I can see that when I am outside, and sometimes I cannot see it. I have to wait till I look at the video.
Right.
Sometimes I'm not paying attention either. I'm not expecting it. But sometimes I can see the orbs in the living room. Just be sitting on my recliner and oh, there one goes. They're in here.
Now here's one with you in it right here. So we'll take a look at this one here.
Oh yeah, that's the one that comes out of a closet. Now, some people believe that this coming up is a fairy. Some of them believe that it's a moth. But last time I checked, we don't have any moths that are 3 feet long in Oregon. But they say it's reflected off the light. But I don't know whatever that is had wings. I don't know. Is it a fairy? Looks more like angel wings to me. But it's beautiful. It's bright white, whatever it is. And I think it's amazing. Does not look like a moth. The way that wings are almost look angelic to me. Isn't
Wow.
that crazy? That does not look like a moth to me. We don't have them that big. I mean, we have regular moths that get in your clothes, but I don't. Some believe it's a fairy. I don't think it's a fairy because of its wings, but I don't know.
Wow. That's interesting right there.
Right, and see, there's no way that could be a moth. And just the way it like comes out and swoops around me.
Yeah, and
Right.
just design of it,
Yeah, and basically I was just walking saying, like, hello everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day. It's whatever Friday. I think that was 2023. And don't know if I'm gonna catch anything, but let's try it anyway. And that looks like it comes out of the closet because it starts over where like the closet is. But it's almost like it wanted me to see it.
wow.
Yeah, those wings do not look like moth wings to me. They
No,
look more, or fairy. They look more almost like angel wings, is what they remind me of. But I thought that one was cool.
reckon have it to hey, hi, hello, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. And wow, that is interesting.
And
do you,
I always try to respect what other people, if they think it's a moth, then that's great. It's up to you what you want to believe it is. So, if other people, if you think it's something else, please don't be afraid to comment. I want to know what other people think. And then there's my crazy cat, and he seems to attract uh, orbs. See how they like the cat. They just he attracts a lot of it,
uh-huh.
and you can see him following it. He's watching something that's not there. I'm like, well, he's doing it again. He's watching them.
Because I'm gonna say something in a second here. Let's see this one. Wait a minute here. Let me play that again. Oh, okay, I
I
seen it.
seen something, but I couldn't see it right. Some of these I don't even remember. I have about 500 videos on there. I
Yeah.
figured someone's gonna believe me if I post enough videos. Do you know I didn't know how to edit a video when I started this? I did not know how to screen record. I am not very techy. So yeah, for me to get that far is truly an accomplishment. And I feel like I'm doing something right without substance abuse going on. So
Right.
that is like amazing to me, you know, that I could
Big
actually
Ben.
follow through and get, I'm a part of something that, yeah, is pretty cool and no substance. So everyone's all, oh, you're going to get rich and be on TV. And I'm like, I don't really care about that stuff. I
So,
want my family to be proud of me that I finally accomplished something
right.
without substances.
Let,
So that was my goal going in. And if it, you know, I
hmm
don't know, hopefully get paid per view or whatever,
right.
cool.
Um,
But
let me
yeah,
wel- let me welcome Wrecking Havoc. Thank you so much for being here. And Big Ben Urban Explorations. And Big Ben said, being infrared and very close to the lens, it could be a bug, mosquito up close and infrared. That's what I think, not doubting it. Could be a fairy, but I believe the infrared eliminated what it could actually be, or illuminated what it could actually
so
be.
it
Uh,
is infrared the night vision.
yes,
I don't know. Okay, infrared's night vision. Okay,
yes,
that makes sense. So some people do believe that. I respect that.
right.
Because I don't know.
Right. And Wrecking Havoc said, I think orbs are vehicles for many things. They know the cameras are there, in my opinion. Her footage looks legit to me. And yes,
I
and I was gonna ask you this
I
too.
think they do know the cameras are on.
Right. And
Yeah,
I was gonna ask you this question too. What if people might think that it's like cat dander or something like that? Because you do have a cat, you know?
right, right.
And so you gotta be, you know, I tell people just have an open mind because we're not
Yeah,
really there to see it. But if you see it on camera, it's just a lot of people. Like we have dogs, we have three cats, one dog. And so when we have these, the only difference with our animals is where we have the activity, there's no animals there. Like when we have stuff happen in the garage, dogs and cats are not allowed in there. So it could
right.
be dust, okay, or it could be orbs. And
Oh,
nine times
that's not
out of 10,
dust. Those are orbs in your garage. I've seen those videos.
right,
And they knocked over that box, which was really, yeah, for some
right.
reason they knocked that box over. Yeah, those are not, yeah, that's not dander. It's not dust.
Okay, I will do that just on 1 second here. And Miss Donna Cantor's in the house.
Big ol'
And K Dog is here. How you doing, K Dog? And there was okay, Taz said any history there. I feel somebody lost a child there, and that's what it is. The baby is the lady's child. So take that for what it's worth.
Yeah, and I have looked into it and I haven't found, let's see, I need to go back further. The library only had so many records like back to the 2000s, so I need to get some records because this place was built in the 60s. So you can't really track owners, or you can track the owners, but not the renters. But it should say if someone uh, passed away here. So I feel like someone lost a child here too. So I felt that from the beginning.
Right.
I don't know why I feel that way, but I feel the same way. I feel like someone lost a child here.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to oh, I know
And
it.
being a small apartment, they could have had a small child here. It's one bedroom, so um very well could have happened.
There we go.
Yeah, that could be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's why I'm really listening to Taz because so far she's hitting on all
She's
cylinders.
been right on. Everything she said has really resonated.
Yes,
Everything.
that's why I'm like, yeah, Taz, I'm really glad you showed up.
Yeah, it's been amazing. Everything. She's like nailed it.
And K Dog, I'm hoping that you are doing better. I'm
He
hoping
said
that you
he's
get
gonna
better.
keep them.
This seizure today made me go to the hospital. You are in our prayers. God bless you. We wish nothing but the best for you. Miss Cantor says, I have a couple spirits here. Miss Cantor, me too. One is in my cup. I'm drinking them as we speak. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Uh, and Michelle, this is our very, very, very good friend, Christina. How you doing,
Hi,
Christina?
Michelle. Hi,
Hi.
Eddie and Jen. How are you, lovelies?
Hi, lovely.
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Now, I also, Lisa, would you like to come up by any chance? Because she has a paranormal story. I promised her she could share today.
Yes, come share. Yes.
And
Well,
so, Michelle, I don't want you going nowhere. Don't you go
Oh,
nowhere.
I'm
I
right here, but I'd love to hear other stories too.
well, I wanted to tell you, Eddie, what happened after your live stream.
Oh, what happened?
So, Boomer continued the live stream on his, and when, we got back on there and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna like use the bathroom. So I hit mute, turned off the camera, and I said, wow, I didn't give the spirits any snacks. So I put out some a little breakfast bar I cut up and I gave them some, and I went to the bathroom and I sat down and I went to grab the toilet paper and someone hit me on the head. And I turned around and I'm like, you're not, the bathroom is my private space. What the hell is going on? And I get out of the bathroom and I go back on the live stream and I was like, yeah, someone hit me in the head. So after the live stream, I started asking my questions to my spirits. I'm like, okay, who hit me on the head? And they're like, oh, that was, I wrote down her name, Maxine. And I said, well, where'd you come from? She's like, oh, the people you were on live with before. And I was like, Eddie and Jen. And she's like, yeah, but the lady who he had on. So I think she came from Krista's. Anyway, she
Oh,
wanted to know if she could cross over, and I
Yeah.
said, "Well, yeah, but not today because it's my day off. I'll cross you guys tomorrow after Eddie and Jen's again because I'm sure we'll get more spirits that want to cross over." So that's my I don't know what you call it, my calling, I guess, in this lifetime. I cross over spirits, Michelle. That's what I do. I do it 4 days a week, and I usually have about 500 at a time.
Oh, that's amazing.
he
Yeah,
sure does. And I was gonna say, well, Rex Humbard would say, "This is my story. This is my song." Sorry, a lot of y'all probably don't know who Rex Humbard is. He was to me, he was one of my best ministers, and he always would start off with singing that song. And Keith is in the house. How you doing there, Keith?
hi
I say
Keith.
Keith, not I say Keith, not Cat.
Acknowledge me.
Please. Why are you barking at Keith for?
Yeah, so you don't have to, Michelle. I so totally believe you because I can't even watch a live stream without someone coming to my house and hitting me on the head. So that's why I
Right.
say if you're spiritual, just like your little one who could see auras, the spirits see the auras of people who either are nice to them, who can help them, right? Because spirits
Mhm.
talk to each other. You illuminate this light and spirits follow you. Like this, I have some kind of light because like my boyfriend has done paranormal for 50 years and he actually worked for the diocese for a long time. So he's a shaman and a druid.
Mhm.
So yeah. So he says, yeah, well, you're a gatekeeper. You can cross over spirits, right? So you're a gatekeeper. You radiate this aura where they know you're a gatekeeper. So they're gonna come to you all the time.
Right.
So if you
That, that's what
have
it
the
feels
aura,
like. Yes.
they're gonna follow you. So you'll get a lot.
Yes. And I have helped some cross. And I always tell them, you have free will. You don't have to stay stuck here.
Yeah,
So
See,
I do let them know.
right there, they feel comfort.
yeah.
Right.
Well,
So,
and that's why she gets so many too, because they going to her to be like, hey, well, you crossed this one, can you help me? Because I get a lot that come and go, hey, ma'am, and I'm like, yeah. They're like, you crossed my friend. He said I could come here. I'm like, oh yeah, we do that after 9 o'clock tonight, okay? And until then, have some coffee and relax. Because I give all day long, I'm giving them food and shit. I
Really? Okay. I do that too, and I don't know if it was kind of crazy or not, but
no,
they
you know
like
what?
sweet,
The
so I
spirit
leave them
take
sweets.
energy from the food because I don't want them using my energy. It takes a lot of energy to cross
Yes.
spirits and to do spiritual stuff. By you leaving them the food, you're telling them, yeah, take the energy from the food because that's what they don't actually eat it. They take the energy from it. So by you leaving the
Right.
little offerings, they're drawing their energy from the food instead of from you. And so you
Okay. I love that. I love that. So it is okay. All right.
and stuff, and I want to talk to them. I always bring a mandarin orange. That's their favorite because it's like food and drink because it has juice. And I
Mm-hmm.
leave pieces here and there, and so that they can talk to me because it will give them energy if they want
I
to talk.
had nectarines today, so I left them nectarines. So that's
There you
what they
go.
had today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. But okay, that's awesome.
Spirit
And yes,
Stalker.
they drain you. They do drain you.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, they do. I agree
I
with
was
you on that.
doing I was doing like 12,000 spirits at a time crossing over, and I actually had someone upstairs yell at me, "That's too many." And I was like, "Hold." I never heard a voice from the other side before. I always have people talking to me here, but it sounded like they were on a radio. It was so weird how they sound. It was so different.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, so I had to go ask like
coffee.
some other spirits, like protectors and stuff. I'm like, hey, how many should I cross? They're like you shouldn't do more than 500 at a time, like should be your max. And I was like, okay. So then I
Okay,
had to, my
yeah.
sister thought I was nuts. Like they actually called the state on me because I put a sign on my door saying I do crossovers these days at these times, but I'll only do 500 max a day. I put a sign on my freaking door. I have it. I'm going to show you guys. But anyway, so her and my daughter called the state on me thinking, and the guy comes and he's like, can you see things I can't? I go, no. And my daughter's like, did you lie to him? I go, no, I can't see spirits. I only hear them. He didn't ask me if I could hear them. I didn't lie to him at all.
Right? Nice. Now I'm the
Anyway,
opposite. I can see them and not hear them.
yeah, I don't see them. And he kept saying, do you see? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about because I don't see spirits. I hear them. I can only see them in my third eye. But he kept saying, with your eyes, do you see things? I go, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Spirit Stalker wanted to know what that noise was. I think that's on. Are you using your cell phone, Christina?
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's what that is.
Plus, I have my fan on.
And oh, and that's her fan. So you're hearing the fan noise. Um,
Yeah.
Taz said, Taz said that is what I heard earlier. Like someone said hello, as if they were on a radio. They're talking now, but I can't fully understand them. Lisa J said, I can sometimes see spirits here and there.
This
And
is
this
my sign, by the way.
Oh,
sacred.
I love that.
And you see, I added a little chip that says 500 max, but it says I'm on duty from this time to this time for spirit work. Crossovers will be done at that time. And thank you. There you go. And
And you're like,
yeah,
that's awesome. You like would burn that and everything. I think it's
yeah.
awesome.
Well, and
Yeah.
when you deal with spirits, you have to tell them the expectations because they were taking advantage of me. They would come here and they would curse. And I was like, oh, I'm from New York. Everybody curses. And my boyfriend's like, no, you're helping them. Why the hell should they come to your house and be rude? You feed them, you put music on for them. How fucking dare they? And he told me, no, you tell your protector to kick them the hell out if they're rude. And I was like, yeah, you know what? And so then I started setting boundaries. And since I started setting boundaries, it's been beautiful here, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, boundaries really helped me too.
So let me ask you, because that goes right along to a question I want to ask you. Does the activity happen at certain times of day during, certain weather conditions? Like, does it happen, or just does it just happen whether it's rain or shine? Doesn't matter.
It happens anytime, but it seems to be a little more active during lightning storms,
Oh,
full moon,
thunderstorms. Mm-hmm.
and uh, it's most active 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. Those hours, it's like amazing, but it is sporadic other hours, but usually I can coax them out and they'll come out. I'll ask them. Um, one of my friends taught me to. Some people will draw a circle on a piece of paper, and another lady told me that didn't work for me. So she said to rub your hands together. Use one of your crystals. Meditate. Rub your hands together, and that's a real easy way for me to coax them out. Is just rubbing my hands together, and
Hey, I,
yeah, crazy.
I want to say hello to Drina and Mike in the house.
And I
Acknowledge
wanted to
me.
And
answer Taz's question. So she asked, how do you cross over spirits? So
yes.
I've met about 5 other, I don't know what you call us, gatekeepers. That's what what the spirits call us. And
Everyday treasures.
everyone does it.
Acknowledge me.
And Taz, everybody has their own way of doing it. It's how they were taught, and how most people get taught are by their spirit guides. My I actually was taught by a little girl who wanted to cross over so badly that she taught me how to do it. And yeah, and then but most of the time your guide will help you learn how to do it in a way that you're comfortable with and that works for you and them, because it's a cooperative. You have the key to open up the door on your side, but you have to have somebody spirit guide wise to open the door on the other side. And so you have to work with your guides in order to, cross people, of
Now,
that magnitude anyway, like when you're crossing a lot.
everybody, there's a link in the description box right there. Not description box in the chat. It's for Drina and Mike. Go by, check them out. These guys are really, really dope. In other words, they are cool as heck. Go check out their channel. They're paranormal investigators. And remember what I was talking about yesterday about how paranormal investigators don't run, shouldn't run. They don't
Yeah.
run. And that's why I love these guys. Go by, check out their channel. You won't be disappointed. I guarantee you that. Now, see, Mike, I had to show you some love. Now, because he won't do it. He would not put his link in the chat. I did it for you. That'd be $5. I'm sorry. Now, back to where we were, Christina. I'm sorry. I
That's
rudely
okay.
interrupted y'all.
I think I answered Taz's question. I saw it and I wanted to make sure I answered it. Speaking of
That
getting
said,
hit,
I didn't see the link. The link went up quick. So I'm gonna snag it and put it back in. I went on it. So let me just do this. Since I did that, I'm a goofball. Jeez. Louise. Okay. There. I put it back in there again. That's Drina and Mike's channel. Go by, check them out. You will not be disappointed. Kelly, how are you doing?
Rita said he runs. Don't fool you. He runs.
Oh, wait a minute. Mike run? Oh, you
hey,
know what?
everyday treasures, how are you, sweetheart?
I didn't think Mike run. I don't. I can't run from something you can't see. Unless, unless it's a crackhead or something like that, then yeah, I'm not gonna run. I'm just gonna beat them up and call it a day.
Yeah, I think the most scared I got was because I went to a place and I went to walk up to a building that should have been abandoned, and there was a homeless person sitting there. They scared the living crap out of me, but they were alive. That's why I'm like, but it was an older lady, so then I kind of was like, okay, maybe she's okay. And she was actually quite nice to me. But you hear horror stories about like, stepping into a homeless person's like space and they get upset. So I was like, oh my God, she's gonna kill me.
Like,
The WTF Mike said, I thought you were talking to me for a minute. I'm like, I know he's not talking to me like that. No, Mike. We have Drina and Mike here.
Oh,
They are paranormal investigators, and they got a great channel. I'm glad to be
Michelle's
part of their
link is
family.
pinned up on in the comments. So
Uh,
if you guys go to the top, Michelle's link is pinned. Someone asked
yep,
for Michelle's link. It's pinned in the comments. I
yeah,
just wanted to
Jen,
tell
Thank you. I
yeah.
don't even know how to do that. Like
you.
seriously.
Oh no, yeah,
Yeah, I didn't
I
know how
got
to
your link
do
up
any of
there.
this. I like never expected to, record videos. So yeah,
Yeah.
kind of crazy. But
Big Ben,
yeah, been an experience.
Big Ben said, I think they run to add a dramatic ending to part of the vid for extra clicks. Ain't nobody running from winning.
Well, and you know what I noticed? It's always the men that you never see a female paranormal. I have never seen one female paranormal investigator run. I've heard them yell if something startles them, but I have never seen them yell like a girl and run like a lunatic. That's only the boys do that.
Yeah, you know what? I can't run.
Have you seen one, Eddie? A girl running?
Have I seen one?
I haven't.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, that's right.
I have not seen a girl run. As a matter of fact, because we've had a couple of experiences, we never ran though. We
I
stood
find him exciting, so I don't know. I find him so
right. I mean, after I had so much
Yeah,
cannabis in
I
me,
think it'd
I'm
be
like, no, I'm joking. I don't do cannabis.
fun.
But
I never
but
I never saw a girl paranormal investigator run.
no. That's Christina.
Even when my guides told me get out of some place, I walked. I mean, they told me to get out, so I figured it's time to go. But I walked. I didn't run.
now
I'm run
Taz
anyway.
wanted
Oh,
to know
I wasn't running.
Taz wanted to know who you were. This is Christina from Christina's Son Ghost Squad. Christina, put your link in so that way she can come by, check y'all. Make sure you come by when she's live, also, Taz, because I'm gonna tell you, when she does the card readings on Wednesdays, she's on point. I'm telling you that. Everyday Treasure said, my wife did. She ran up my back several times, but not from ghosts, from snakes. I seen
Oh,
the house.
well, that's different.
I seen the yard that you was. I watched the video of yours today. I think that was you said that was your dad's uh property, and you was talking about Bigfoot. Um, Let me know if you find out any more, that's going on your property, especially if it's Bigfoot. You know, keep me posted.
Well, I
WTF Mike said, I've watched Baywatch. I've definitely seen a girl run and tried to argue that those aren't paranormal. Go ahead, I'll wait.
That's my link over there that I dropped. Thank you so much. I do. I haven't been doing much investigating. Uh, Funny enough, because now this is like 8 or 9 years. But since I've given most of my energy to crossing the spirits, I don't go investigating as much anymore. So my channel's I do card readings. I do it for free. You want a tip, that's fine. You want to become a member of the channel, that's awesome. But I do free card readings on Wednesdays. Thursdays, we do spiritual learning. And I tell scary stories on Fridays. I put music up that I make. And on Sunday, I tell real people's paranormal experiences.
Oh, nice. I'll
Yeah.
check it out.
Yeah, please
Awesome.
do. And
Yeah.
Lisa J says she had a card reading from a bud in New York, and it was so on point, and it was from their mother.
Wow.
Wow, that's wow. You need to come by and
New
check
York
out
girls
Christina.
are good at that, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me ask you, Michelle, have you noticed any connection between your emotions or stress levels and the activity?
Yeah. If I am in a bad mood or stressed, it will feed on the negative energy. So I have to be really mindful. And I try not to do that anyway. I'm 64 years old. I just want peace, love, joy, harmony around me. I don't want to do all that anymore. You know, I'm retired since 2016. I had some issues with my back. I have scoliosis. So I don't want all that around me. I got away from it. So, you know, I led a stressful life and I just don't want to deal with it anymore. So yes, definitely has a lot to do with my attitude. So just stay grounded and um, you just grow when you get older, you get more patience, I think. Um, yeah, hopefully everyone else will too. Patience, it grows with you. So yeah,
Wow.
that's amazing. Yeah,
So
you have to have a lot of patience with this stuff.
so can you tell me about your most memorable experience? Or
I
something
would have to say the video I caught was Christmas Day, and I came home from my son's, which is a long drive, and it was really hard drive there because of snow and ice. Hard drive back. It took me about 4 hours for an hour drive because of the weather. And when I got home, I was just exhausted, wiped out from white knuckle driving. And so the camera was still on, and I went in to change, like I need these clothes off, wearing nice clothes. And so I'm in the bedroom, and the living room cameras, it's going off. You are now being recorded. You're now being recorded. And I'm like, is there someone out there? So it kind of scared me. Came out, looked at the camera, and it was like a glittery orb that went around the room and ghost dogs barking. So I think that was pretty memorable. Yeah, I felt like they wanted me to know that they were here and that, everything's gonna be okay. But
wow.
yeah, I just found it amazing.
Uh
And the only time I was scared was when it was at the end of my bed and it startled me and the growling. But I didn't back down on either. I let them know. Absolutely not. You're not going to do that here. You're not going to startle me. You cannot go in my bedroom at all. I slept with a light on here for
mhm.
the first 2 years. It's only been a year that I just have the night light on now because I was terrified. I slept with
Yeah.
the overhead lights on, yes, for 2 years
This,
because they would not leave me alone to sleep. It was
yeah.
that bad. So, yeah,
So you've communicated directly to them or with them.
yes, now I do. But I
Okay.
have to be in that meditative state. So, yeah, um, it takes a few minutes to kind of get there. But
So
yeah, I get to that point where I have to let them know. Absolutely not. You cannot bother me. That bedroom is off limits.
so
And so they listen.
have you ever had dreams or visions connected to the house?
Yes, before when I was a kid, I had a reoccurring dream that I'm in someone's living room and I'm hiding behind a chair and we're watching a TV that's like from the 60s that had the dial thing that you turn and
Uh-huh.
it's in the cabinet thing. And
Yes.
so it was this living room. I was here, or I had a dream that I was here, but I was a kid. And and it felt familiar when I came and looked at the apartment. It felt familiar like I had been here before. So and that dream didn't click till after I lived here and all this stuff started happening. And I remembered hey, I had that dream. This is that living room. So, yeah, I don't know how to explain that.
You were
Kind of
meant to
crazy.
be there, and that's why it felt familiar to you.
Christina.
It was probably your
Like I was
guide
supposed
giving you
to
that
be here,
dream, you
right?
know?
Yeah, it was weird because I even bought a car in this neighborhood. I live somewhere else, like an hour or so away. So this, yeah, how did I know I was gonna have car maintenance right here close? Like, so I did things that sort of pulled me here, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
there, yeah, because there is a Toyota dealer out there. Like, why did I come all the way out here? I don't know. It just happened that way. So, yeah, a couple of things kind of have me thinking, yeah, I'm supposed to be here.
Now, WTF Mike says spiritual learning, Christina. I was huge into that in college. I took trig and calculus and prayed often I was gonna pass.
Pass. Kristen, you have a question in the chat.
Taz has a question. She said, check your Discord message. Oh, no, wrong one. What did I say?
You read here.
How long did it take you to read carrots?
Tarot card
Oh,
reading.
carrots.
Oh, yeah.
How
I'm still
long did
trying
it
to
take?
learn.
I don't know.
How
I
long
thought
did it
maybe
take to
Bugs Bunny
learn?
was running.
Well,
Yeah,
funny
tarot. Yes, I'm
enough,
still
you
learning.
can tarot. What I did to really understand it was I made my first two decks that I really read online for people. I made them myself. I did all the work on what the cards meant and what each card meant, and I made them really fun for people in my style. And then when I really started learning how to talk to the spirits more and more and really listen to them, now I don't only read the cards, I give people a message from their guide at the end of their reading. That took about 2 years to learn how to auto write what they were saying. So yeah.
Well, Taz, thank you so much for coming in. God bless you. You're
Oh,
always welcome here. And make sure you go by and check out Christina, especially when she's live. And
Yeah, definitely.
because yeah, it's 4 a.m. where she is now over there across the pond. Uh
yeah.
have a great morning. We wish you the best day. Lisa said, amazing. I had dreamt of the owner's uh fur baby cat, that their fur baby had jumped on top of our bed and laid between my leg. You mean legs with a plural? Or is it just one leg?
But you could feel the pet jump up. That's amazing. That's what my son experienced here. I believe our past pets stick around. I do.
That's when she stayed
Oh
at.
yeah, we did I did a spiritual learning Thursday that just passed. And I do the live stream, but then I always put out a little video for anybody who didn't make the live stream and just was curious. I always put out like an informational video on it too. Um, so it was talking about souls contracts because I love learning things, and it said even you could even have a soul contract with a pet like that you have over and over again because they're like your soul pet, you know?
Uh,
So they'll
K
stay with you in every life. It was
I
interesting.
love that. I love that. I do. I love pets that much that I would love to have one with me forever.
Yep.
Dog
Yeah.
says cold blue in the hospital where he's at. I pray that they are okay. Usually a cold blue, that's a sign that someone's going in cardiac arrest or something like that. Uh,
Oh,
I know that from when I used to work as a home health aide. So God bless them. I'm hoping that everything's all right. Um, and Lisa, did you want to come up still and tell your story? And Dolls Dolly said, asking for a friend, do the spirits leave you any cookies?
the spirits have never left me anything to eat.
Uh-uh. Keep going.
I am the one leaving them cookies.
Yeah, the spirit.
Um,
What do you think it is, Dolly? Dolly Santa Claus?
yeah, I have toys I have toys in my house. Like my son's like, why do you have Legos? I go, oh, the neighbor put out a bag of free toys, so I brought them for the kiddos. He's like, the
Right.
ghosts are gonna play with the Legos. I'm like, yeah, because their energy, once the item is here, that is as energy, so like Legos or a doll or whatever, then they pick it, they can take the energy of that toy, and you will see them holding that toy or playing with that toy, even though the toy is still sitting there because they took the energy of it. So I always bring them toys. I got toys all
See,
over the
like
house.
that.
yeah, see, she don't need Santa Claus. And besides, Santa Claus is a very solvent man because he only comes around once a year.
That's right. So Michelle, you see, you're not crazy. I literally I just found
Thank
like
you. Thank you.
I found this in the trash the other day, so I brought it home for the little girls. Like they, not
I
trash,
love
but they leave
them.
bags near my house, and there was a
Right.
whole bunch of toys, and the little boy wanted this one. It has like spikes, and then I
That's
brought this one
Bowser.
That's
for the
Bowser.
girls,
I
Bowser.
like those. That's a great idea. I like
and
going
then
in
I have like little
garage sale
dinosaurs.
stuff. I
But
could grab some of these toys too.
Well,
yeah,
I think they would like that.
whenever
I
they
do.
have in my neighborhood, like we have
It's a
like
collectible.
a lot of richie people. So what I do is on Tuesdays, if it's not so hot or it's not raining or whatever, I go out on garbage night and I go all around. And a lot of times the people will leave bags and put free, so you could take it before the garbage man comes. And they have all
Yeah.
sorts of stuff. You know, I've got
Awesome.
great
I do
stuff.
that too.
hey,
Yeah, some of them have great stuff.
that's what I used to do when I miss trash night and I got a bag left I need to throw away. I write on it free so somebody can take the trash, and that way I don't have to worry about it.
Oh God, Teddy.
I'm just joking. I don't do that, but it is a good idea. It is a good idea, Lisa.
It is a good idea.
I have put the link in there. I don't know if you got it. If you have to scroll up and get the link right there. So as soon as I see that you got the link, I'll go ahead and take it away.
Um,
So Lisa has a story that she would like to tell us.
Hey,
oh, fabulous.
Christina,
I wanted to.
is a collectible.
Oh yeah, that Bowser that you had.
Oh yeah,
The little
Yeah, that's from
turtle thing. It's
yeah.
Mario Brothers, Mario World.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Because I know.
That's how we
Um,
knew it was Bowser.
I wanted to show Michelle. Okay, Michelle.
Oh, you
Here's
missed the link.
my little setup, and excuse me because my light is really not working in my kitchen. I had a little short, and so, but anyway, so if you could see, I have coffee, little coffee cups, and little plates, and so they have their whole setup here, and I have for human spirits, the elementals, the fae folk. This is for the deities, and up here is for my protector because he hangs out right over there.
There you
Anyway,
go, Drina and
so
Mike.
that's amazing. I
yeah,
like that.
I have a whole to do. Oh, did you? Yeah, so I have a whole to do over here. And then the
I
little
like
cups that I put their snacks in later, but they already had dinner. They had macaroni and cheese with me and corn. So yeah. Yeah. So
nice.
you're
I love
probably the
that.
least crazy out of most of us, or at least me anyway.
Well, I thank you.
Hey,
No, I
Michelle,
thought, yeah.
Shire Ghost has a question for you. They said,
Okay.
has Michelle ever had a deja vu, a place or situation that's never been visited or experienced has felt familiar,
But felt
but felt
that's
what?
what it should have been.
Mary.
I placed it, but it felt familiar.
Or experienced something that's familiar, I guess.
That's being in this living room and this neighborhood feels familiar, and I don't know why. There's a like a speaker box thing that was down the street here from the
Uh-huh.
40s during the war. They had World War II. In case there was an air raid or something, that speaker would go off, tell everyone keep your lights off, all that. So this neighborhood is familiar, and I don't know why. I wasn't even born I wasn't born till the 60s. So I wouldn't have had anything to do with the war. But for some reason, that speaker box, it just makes sense somehow, and I don't know why that. Because my dad was not a World War II vet. He was yeah, he was out of the Navy, I think, in 58 or 59. So um, my grandfather may have been in World War II, but he didn't live here in Milwaukee. So, yeah, I don't know why. The neighborhood is familiar.
Wow.
And whatever happened during the war here was familiar to me.
I
Um,
had I had a question for Michelle. Michelle, have you actually tried to meditate and talk to your spirit guides?
Yes. And I think my spirit guide's name is Robert.
really?
And yeah, he seems to be protective.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if he's a guardian angel or a spirit guide, or he
Um.
could be both.
Kelly said you lived there in the
Yeah.
past.
But
He could be. He could be. There's not only divine beings as angels, but it could be an elemental.
right,
I have an
and
elemental
I
protector.
feel that
He's
here
a
too.
wood protect. He's a wood elemental, and he's my protector. So
Kelly said you lived there in a past life, quite
I
possibly.
think I did somehow connected to this neighborhood, and yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
Hey,
I'm hoping because I'll go places and I'm like, I've been here before. How did I know where this was? Like I found the museum, and it's like this is so familiar. I can't explain why. Looking at all the pictures in the museum, I felt even more connected. So yeah, this whole community I feel connected to.
Lisa, I put it right there in the chat. All you gotta do is click on that. And Mary Bean, aka Lunar Eclipse, welcome.
Acknowledge me.
So there you are, Lisa J. Click on that, and that should get you in. Get in where you fit in, they say. Oh yeah, I had a question. Everything got quiet, all because I didn't say nothing. If you could speak to spirits directly, what would you say to them?
The first thing that I ask them is I ask their permission to
That's
film them, and then I ask them if they're comfortable and if they know they have free will to travel to the light. So those are my first questions to them.
wow. It's telling Lisa she has to sign up. I don't know why it's telling you to sign up.
now you just skip that part, Lisa.
Yeah,
Just put
yeah. You can
underneath
skip
it.
that.
You can go to a meeting or just join meeting
Yeah,
underneath that. You
join.
don't have to do
Yep,
all that.
just hit join meeting.
Yeah, it took me a couple tries.
Uh, have you ever considered leaving the house?
Yes. Um, I was just looking at a place about a week ago. Um, but I'm not moving because of the energy. It's more of neighbors and landlord issues.
Yeah, and
So
they'll
yeah,
come with
it's not the energy. They're
you.
fine. It's the living that are
Yeah,
the problem.
and
Yeah, it's not the past.
they'll come with you. If they like you enough, they're gonna come with you. When
I
they see you
believe they will
packing,
too.
they'll attach to your keys or a box, and they'll tether to it so that they could always find you if they like you. So
Right. And K Dog, I hope everything is okay there in the hospital. God bless them. Um, And Michelle, what advice would you give to someone moving into a house with paranormal activity?
It's a lot. Be prepared for a lot of patience and a lot of sleepless nights. And if you have a higher power, it definitely helps.
Man, you went through my questions and I'm looking to see did I miss anything. Uh, no, you got them all.
Well, I have a story to tell her about talking
Yeah,
about
do. Please
sleeping
do.
while we're waiting for Lisa. So I did a crossover. I did a crossover one time, and I had this experience that I had never had before. So basically, I used that app, the Ghost Seer, and I let them. I say, "Can do you want to show me something? Have the AI draw it for me so I could see like what time you were in or something like that." And so this lady drew, like she was on top of like a church or a building with like some kind of weird gazebo on top, or dome. And she was standing there, and somebody from behind her, you could see their hands. And I'm like, oh, you poor thing, were you choked, you know? And all of a sudden, I feel this pressure on me, like as if I'm being choked. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that. Right. And then I crossed her. I didn't think anything of it, but because she touched me and she uh, lived like on a timeline for a long time, because she touched me and I didn't close that connection because I didn't know, that had never happened to me before. I didn't close the connection between her and I before I crossed her. I went to sleep that night after the crossover, and I had this dream that was in like, what do they call it? Sepia. It was like,
Uh-huh.
it looked like an old video in that like brown and whites and gray, you know,
Right.
and it was all
Mhm.
gray. And there was an old guy sitting on a stool and leaning up against an armchair that was empty. And I'm just looking at him. So I, not knowing, I guess, that I was in a dream, I was like, oh, hey, sir, do you need help? And it shifts really slow. I'm telling you, like an old ass horror movie. And it shows me like past the doorway, and then it moves back to him. And I'm like, oh, do you want to cross over? Because I'm thinking he's showing me the doorway. He wants to cross over, right? And then it goes over more, and now I see the whole doorway, but the doorway is black. I can't see what is through the doorway, right? I'm like, oh. So I go back to him, and I'm like, well, what do you want? Like, I'm like, what do you want? Like. And at that point, I opened my eyes in my bed and I feel this guy go like this to me and start dragging me. I can't see him. I can't yell. I can't move. And I'm like, what the hell do I do? And the only thing I could think of was, this guy's going to do the first thing that came to my mind was, this guy's going to do stuff to me that is not nice. Right. And you know what I'm talking
Right.
about. Say it on YouTube. But anyway, and like, because he was like, when I asked, what do you want? Not only did he point at me so hard in my chest that it hurt, and then he grabbed me, and then I couldn't move, but I was like, it's still in my head. I'm like trying to push him away, but he grabbed onto my leg. He starts pulling me. The only thing I could think of to do was to call my father. My father had passed a while ago, but I'm like, if this guy's going to do something to me, my father's going to take care of him. And so in my head, I was screaming for my father, and somebody, you could tell it was from behind, grabbed this guy off of me, and then I could move again. I was like, holy crap. I could not sleep the rest of the night. And
Right.
I remember calling my boyfriend in the morning, hysterical, like, yeah, and I told him, and he's like, you have to close the doors when people touch you. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean? you know?
Right.
And so then he had me do this whole thing. And you have to learn this stuff, you know. This is not something known, like I don't know what the hell. Close what door? He's like, the connection you had with her. You ended up on that timeline in his space. so he was able to grab you even though you weren't technically, because your spirit was there, you know? And so that was the scariest. I think that was my scariest experience. I thought that guy was gonna
So
take me. I
terrifying.
didn't know,
Right.
you know, what he was gonna do to me. I didn't know. But I just knew it wasn't gonna be good. And so yeah, that was my scary. Mm-mm.
Hello, A.L. Skinner. Thank you so much for being here.
Acknowledge me.
And GSS Video had said something here. Let me scroll up and find it. He said, I have spirits that attach to me, and sometimes they follow me when I go shopping or to my mom's house.
Well, those could
Yeah.
be your guides, sweetheart, too,
Right.
you know, because your
Yeah.
guides follow you everywhere.
Yeah.
And
Those are your
people
guys.
usually have at least four, um, you know, four guides. Like you'll have two like bloodline guides and then two actual spirit guides. And some people even have an animal guide. So you could have four or five at any time. And they follow you everywhere. You're not getting rid of them.
Yes.
You know? Now, regular spirits, like Michelle said, you could just tell them, hey, you got to stay home. Like, I have so many here. I have about 75 kids here right now. Well, kids to young adults. Nobody's
Mhm.
over 25. Most of them are young. They're all under 15, a lot of them. But when I'm going somewhere, sometimes they're like, can I come? Can I come? I'm like, well, I don't, you know, I can't take all of you. It's just too much. If anybody could see spirits and sees me walking down the street with 75 kids, they're gonna have a heart attack, you know?
um, Anybody have any more questions? Anybody in the chat has any questions for Michelle? And if not, her link is right there at the top. I'm going to edit some of this video down, and her link will be in the description box below. Make it a point to go by, check out her videos. You will not be disappointed. I guarantee you. Mary said, Lisa, close out of it, then go back, and it's gonna ask you tonight. But don't you know what? I sound like Sylvester
Gonna
Stallone when he
ask you
was
to
on the
sign
very
up,
first,
girl, but you don't
yeah,
have
on the very first Rocky when he was like, "When I'm out with the guys on a rendezvous."
Come here,
yeah.
kitty.
Oh, she said maybe you just have to accept the terms of agreement. That maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
I told Lisa to accept the terms, and it should
Check the
get you
little
right on
box.
in. So
Yeah.
I'll put it in here one more time. We'll try to get you
Thank
in
you,
here
Jason.
because I'd love to hear your story. I would love to hear your story. I don't want you to leave here. I don't want nobody leaving here disappointed. I want you all to be happy.
God bless. Oh, hi, sweetie.
My dog, he has to see what I'm doing. What are you doing up here for so long? He wants to know.
Yeah, she's
He's like, what are
talking
you
to
doing
us.
up there?
How are you? How are you,
I
cutie?
love this guy. He's so cute,
He
I
so
is
had
smart.
cute.
a toy Yorkie. Oh, she was the best. She was the
Oh,
best dog ever. But I
Michelle,
felt so bad. We saved her, but toy Yorkies have a lot of problems with their intestines and all this. She can only have special food, and it was really
yes.
they don't live long, and it's so
And
terrible.
their
I don't
teeth
know why they
are
do
really
that to the
bad.
dog.
I have dental issues. This one is only 2, and he already has some plaque and things. But I had one that, turned out 14 years old, and she had dental problems, and
now,
Yeah.
developed congestive heart failure and all that from the dental problems.
now
So,
Michelle,
yeah, I love that dog.
Kelly Lavoie said, great to meet you. I'll be over to watch all of your videos.
Well,
Oh,
thank you,
lovely.
Kelly.
And
Thank you,
and
everyone, for watching and listening.
and
I love to share my story. I think the more that we share our experiences, the more other people will feel more comfortable to share.
Yeah.
right.
I would love to. I always ask permission first. I would love to share one of the stories you told on my Sinister Sunday, um, real paranormal experiences. Uh,
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And I always put, the link so everybody can find you and everything. So
Awesome. Thank you.
Did I really miss Donna Cantor? Donna Cantor said, Eddie, you just had a diamond orb above your head. Am I a Sims? Am I on the Sims? I got a diamond orb above our head. Maybe I'm
you run
on the
another
Sims.
AL, you're hysterical.
Donna
said that-
Cantor also said, I have Guido. They love to annoy me sometimes because they holler my name out of nowhere. And I'm like, what the people look at me like I'm stupid or something. And A.L. Skinner, I am doing fine. I'm doing great. GSS Video said, when I was little, I had a ginger lady spirit lady. Wait a minute. Okay, let me do this again. When I was little, I had a ginger lady spirit lady who used to come and talk to me when I was on my own. But when my family comes in the room, she disappeared.
Yeah.
And Lisa's saying, meeting ID, personal link, name, enter meet. What? So this is what it's asking her. Um, it shouldn't be doing that. I wonder why. That's weird. You know what? We'll make it some other time. Pretty soon I may end up leaving Zoom and going to like what Christina has. Because it seemed like it's easier for people to get in.
Yeah.
Okay, Lisa
I
said
know
I just
Mary was
signed up.
saying we should learn Zoom, and I'm like, no, I don't like it.
Lisa said I just signed up. Okay, let's see how that goes because I want to hear your story. I don't want no. And as a matter of fact, there's a lot of people here who's aching and waiting to hear your story. And Corey
Definitely.
Mines want to know. I want to know. Lisa said, click Open Zoom Workplace app on the dialog shown by your browser. You don't see a dialog. Click Launch Meeting below. Join a meeting. You want join a meeting, and that's the one you want. You want to because you want to join this meeting.
Yeah.
Hello, Janet Sarlo. How are you doing?
Acknowledge me.
And then Mary Bean said, Lisa, close out and then hit his link in the chat, which is what I did. Hit the link in my chat. I'll put it in there again. And just hit
Is
my
there
link.
is there a spot where it says open in browser? That's what I had to do because it asked me that same thing too, like for a password meeting password.
I'm gonna
And
click on
so
this. Let me see
yeah,
what.
it was confusing. So I think under that it says open in browser and it should click you right back to the meeting. It'll start spinning and that's what finally let me in was opening through browser.
Shire, you're nuts.
See, because this is one of the reasons I may have to use StreamYard because for a lot of people, it's hard for them to get on this Zoom. Zoom play workplace app.
So right now my dog is over here at his food bowl eating and drinking his water and he's growling at something that's near the food bowl, but there's nothing there. So I think that I have other animal spirits or
Yeah.
could
Well,
be
if you have
something
another
else that
dog,
likes the dog, but he is not sure of it yet. So
yeah.
he's okay to keep eating and he just growls at whatever's there, but nothing's there.
Wait a
The
minute, is
cat's
this
on
my
top of the
friend Emily?
refrigerator. So
Yeah.
crazy, right?
I think
And
this
this
is
stuff will happen
this.
all the time. Like
Yeah.
weird stuff. And you're like,
Emmy.
there's nothing there.
If
Yeah.
that's another dog, that's because you said you heard barking. He could be like,
Right.
hey, growling to like, stay away from my food, dude. You can stay here, but you better stay the hell away from my food.
Wait for my food. Right. So
How you
yeah,
doing,
I'm
Emmy?
sure there's dog spirits here.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Emmy.
I've had quite a few
You hear
pets,
me?
so I do believe
Yes,
that.
I hear you. We can't see you. How you
Oh,
doing?
I
Emmy?
look like crap.
Oh shit! Hold on. You want to see me?
There you are.
There we go. Hold on. I gotta fix the background. Hold on. God. Okay.
This is our wonderful friend Amy, who also lives in Oregon.
Oh, Portland, PDX, I see it. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, that's where I was born, Portland.
Right on. Hold on. Now,
Yeah.
how do I get the stupid thing in the background? Yeah, you need to go to StreamYard. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna have to get rid of this Zoom because there's a few people that I've tried to get up here on Zoom, and it's just hard for people to get in.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
here,
took
but
me a couple times.
I have stupid stuff on it, so that's why. Oh, my coloring looks. Oh my God, camera! What camera am I using?
You know,
You
Emmy,
look good.
I would like to get you up here one day, and I want you to tell your paranormal story too.
Yeah, we talked about that a few
Yes,
weeks ago.
I want to schedule a day. It's got to be on a Sunday. Um, Let me see. Next
Yeah,
weekend, I got somebody coming on,
is it
but
there?
not weekend after next.
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing.
That sounds great. We
Let's
gotta have
do it.
more. Emmy's been our friend since we started day one.
I mean, I love your doll that you have behind you. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
oh, which one are you looking at? Hold on, I gotta.
She looks like she has a beautiful veil.
Yes, that's Allison.
Yes.
Thank you.
Like that. Nice.
How's Andy doing?
Yeah, I was like, who did? Yes, he's doing good. He actually, it's funny. He's actually in the other living room.
Like, what happened?
Because somebody is trolling me. Somebody's being a troll saying their PDX is Andy or Andy's paranormally PDX or something like that. So it's this doll that's trolling me, but he's doing really good. He's out in the other room with the crystals in that cabinet. So
Oh
yeah,
my!
he's very mischievous.
We told you he would be. We told you.
Yeah, well, I told you when we went camping, Jay didn't know I brought him because you guys said, "Oh, he wants to travel with you," so I took him camping, and stuff was happening in our camper. Like Jay's like, "You ready to go to bed?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Okay, we got to turn off the TV." And the TV would turn off. Our TV's not supposed to turn off when you say that, and it was just lights would go dim. He plays with the lights in the back there, the front living room. He'll bring them down. He'll put them back up. So, yeah. And then I told Jay, he's like, "Why is the camper doing this?" I'm like, I have Andy in the bedroom. So I'm serious, you guys. You can't make this shit up.
Can you
So
do me a favor? Can you put your link in so that everybody can come by and check you out?
yeah.
One of the things I love about Emmy is she's straight to the point.
Good boomer.
She's not a bullshitter. She'll call you out on it in a heartbeat. And I love Emmy for that because
Thank you.
she's real. She's real, and I love being around real people. We ourselves, we just stay in our lane. We stay in our lane. We don't, do nothing to nobody, say nothing.
You guys have been amazing like that, and you support everybody.
Yes, we do.
It doesn't matter if there's somebody, I don't think you've ever said a bad thing about any person out there, even when people have shit on you. You've never said anything bad about them, and you still welcome everybody.
Yeah, because we don't want
You
that coming back on us.
Janet said pray
Yeah.
for me.
Janet said, pray for her. Can you please
pray
pray
for
for my man, Brian, is back in the hospital with stage 3 kidney failure.
Oh.
If you could, please. I'm going to do this for you right now, Janet. Dear Father in heaven, please, first and foremost, thank you for everyone that is here on this panel. Thank you for everyone that is in this chat. And right now, Father, we have a young lady here. Her boyfriend, Brian, is in need of your services. He needs you to come over and guide him and just put your loving arms around him and show him that everything is going to be all right, because through you, all things are possible. We have faith in you, and I know she does too. So thank you so much, Father. We do appreciate you, and you have our deepest gratitude. We love you. Thank you so much. In Jesus' name we pray. amen. I do hope that that short
Mhm.
prayer does help. I believe in prayer because, like I said, through God, all things are possible only if you believe. If you don't believe in, that's on you, but we do hope that everything's okay. Go by, check out PDX Paranormal. Love her. Like and subscribe to her.
I just found
Octavian, how
her,
are you doing?
and I got Michelle, so I'll be watching some videos tonight.
Yeah, I like videos.
PDX
Don't forget the
Paranormal,
live
I gotta
streams
get that
because
one too.
been
Yeah,
like yeah, calling people out on my live streams, or you know how people want to say stuff, and I'm like, you know what, here's the proof, and I bring out receipts. So,
yes, she does.
um,
She
yeah,
received.
That's why I stopped doing paranormal live streams too, because it really brought all the trolls. I still get a few like in when I do my readings, because they're like, oh, you know, this is the devil's work. I go, what the
yeah.
heck are you talking about?
See, I'm very passionate about it. I haven't done, because like J Mac will tell everybody, I was traveling the last 5 years. I was, four
Mhm.
times a year. I was going up along the East Coast. So this year I've kind of taken a break and slowed down, but I got some stuff coming up, and we're going to be doing the West Coast. Um, and then somehow I just fell down that rabbit hole, and
Right,
there's a lot of people that do believe in like what we believe in and stuff like that, or have gifts, but you know what, because they're in different communities, they're afraid to say anything,
right.
and that's the whole difference right now that's going on. There's people that want to back me up behind the scenes, but I'm like, you know what, just be yourself. Who cares what they think? Unless something's happened to them, they're not going to believe what you believe in.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly. And that's why I
and
tell people, just have an open mind.
yep,
Some people don't believe, they might not believe in ghosts, but they believe in Bigfoot, or they believe in the Loch Ness Monster or UFOs. If you have a just open mind, your mind, you just you'd be surprised. There's something out there, no matter we believe it or not. But too many people have seen these things, whether they're paranormal, whether it's Bigfoot. Too many people have seen them for them not to be real. And so that's why I ask these questions, that they say, closed mouth don't get fed. So if you don't ask, you don't know.
exactly. And I tell them that because every time, when I go into a channel, I don't go in and say, "Oh," and I start talking about paranormal. I don't do that, but because the name paranormal, is latched to me, people start asking me questions, or they'll start saying stuff. I'm like, you guys really, that saying, we mock what we don't understand.
Right.
If you want to hear me speak and ask me questions, I'll ask them. But if you want to be assholes, I mean, come on, then go to my channel. I didn't come here to talk about paranormal. I come here, whatever, the knitting community. I don't know, but that's how they treat you and
Right.
stuff. And, they're just
Right.
not minded.
Right. And that's why we still show love regardless. We show love to everybody. I don't care what color you are, where you come from. I don't care if you're gay or straight. It doesn't matter. We show love regardless.
You do.
We also pay it forward. We want people to come by and check you out. It's not about me, it's about we. And that's how you keep the community growing.
You and Jen have always been like that, and you know, I know there's times we don't even talk for 6 months, but as soon as we see each other, we pick up pretty much right where we left off,
Right.
and that's what friends do.
Yes, they do. And I've been watching you a couple of times. As a matter of fact, I want to say a couple days ago, you was getting on somebody else as always. And I was just sitting back listening, and you just, whew, I tell you, I hate to be on your bad side. I
I
hate to
just
be on the bad side. Whew. Have her
was
as a friend, I'm telling y'all, because the first time y'all mess up, you say something wrong to her, she got the receipts.
pull them out. Yeah, I've learned. And the other thing I've learned too is, uh, like, let's say you were a murderer or whatever, and I don't care what your past was. When I met you, it's how you treat me with respect, I treat you with respect. And that's
Exactly.
how I am now with a lot of people. I've learned. I mean, I've had my fights on YouTube and other places, but I've sat back and I've watched people, and it really doesn't get you nowhere. But when people want to sit there and say stuff and lie about you and
Yeah.
don't have the receipts, okay, I get frustrated. I get pissed off about that because we're investigators. What do? We try to bring the receipts. We try to show proof, and so a lot of people now want to bring up people's past. And it's like, you know what, that's my past, or that's your past, or that's these other people's past, or depending on who I hang around with. Our past is what makes us who we are today.
Right. And
And
you know what? You should never let your past be your future.
so people should. There's Pam.
Yep, Pam signed in the house.
Acknowledge me.
And this is for Emmy, by the way.
Acknowledge me.
Here. I forgot.
Pam's been a big supporter of mine and Jay's too. And yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
I almost forgot about your husband, J Mac. J Mac is another one. Huge shout out to J Mac. I love her husband too.
Acknowledge me.
He's the man with the whoop whoop. I'm
The
telling
woo, 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 woo. Yeah,
Yes.
we'll be getting back into the wee woo show. Just so much had been happening, and my court case and stuff like that. But what I was getting at was, you guys just because somebody has a past, don't judge them on their past. Or if you want to fight with them, don't bring up the past, because what's that going to prove? That just makes you look like an asshole.
right. Right. And
It
so,
really does.
and not saying, if you can't get along with somebody, please by all means, just don't say
Thank you,
nothing.
Jason.
Just
Yeah,
turn the page.
I block and go on my merry way. If I don't like somebody or I think they're a certain way, hey, listen, I don't get into fights. I don't talk about anybody. I just block and go on my merry way. No, I
Right.
don't
Yeah.
want
J Max. I just have a habit because, I'm very, J Mac's not into the paranormal. I'm very passionate about the paranormal, and we all want answers. And so when people want to sit there and call us phonies and fakes and the whole drama thing, or threaten to put a bullet between your eyes, that shit gets really serious. So and if somebody, it's not like I'm trying to fight with somebody. I don't do that. I defend myself, I guess, and I defend the paranormal.
Right.
I've even been made fun of the way I walk, and I have scoliosis, so my spine's curving into
I'm
a
sorry
C
to hear
and
that.
into an X. So instead of, I'm not posting about the way I walk, I'm posting
No.
the energy. So they even make fun of me because, for whatever reason.
It's
But I
because
try to give everyone benefit of the doubt, believe what you want to believe. If you want to believe it's a moth, then it's a moth. It's dust balls, could be dander, could be moisture. I don't know.
Right.
Right?
I mean,
That's why it'd be important to get somebody else to come in here and validate what's going on. That'd be great. So I'm hoping to do that soon.
And that's the thing too. If we're videoing, or if we're doing a live stream and we're out on the field and stuff, it could be dust. I agree with you on that. I don't always say, "Oh, that's an orb." But once you've been doing this for so long, you know what an orb is.
right.
We've seen orbs with our eyes, just the light itself, and a lot of people don't believe that. They're like, "You can't see orbs." Yes, an orb
Yeah,
will
you can see
emit
them in
light,
here.
and
Yes, you
so
can see
yeah.
them.
Unless you've been in my
Yeah,
shoes,
and
or if you've been where I'm at, you don't judge what I do and stuff.
Right.
yeah, and some are small as oranges, and some are as big as beach balls. They're
Yep.
big
And they can
and
emit bright white light,
beautiful.
purple,
Yes,
just
yeah.
Lisa.
Oh my God.
The prettiest color I think was the gold orange that I seen. It
wow.
was so vivid I could see it
Can you
spinning
hear me?
Yes, I
clockwise.
can.
That
Hi,
was amazing.
She finally came in. Lisa.
Holy shit. Oh my God. I finally got the hang of this crap. Oh my.
I had a hard time signing in too. Don't feel bad.
Took me a
Lisa,
while.
welcome to the show. I want to introduce you, our good friend Emmy, aka PDX. Please go by check her out. our friend Michelle right here, and our friend Christina
Oh,
probably went to
this is a
Tinkle,
pain
but
in the ass.
No, I ran to grab a cigarette and I said I didn't
oh,
want to smoke.
Oh
Maybe
my
I didn't know, so I just turned my camera around.
God.
oh no, it's all
I
good.
can
I'm
hear
just playing
you,
with you.
Eddie and Jen. I can hear all of y'all.
Now
Oh,
you said you had a story that you would like to share with us.
a real pain in the ass. Oh. Whew.
But I'm glad you got it in. You've been working for the longest to try and get this on YouTube.
Oh,
You
let
got
me
it.
just take a moment to let me take a moment to digest what
Please.
has got them trying to get through this fucking annoying shit.
Oh, it's all
God.
good. And I want
Oh.
to shout out Emmy again because, like I said at the beginning, we've known each other since day one when we started YouTube. And Emmy was the
10
first
years
person.
ago, I want to say.
Yes, 8 years.
It's been 8? I thought it was 10. I was like, you
Wait a
sure?
minute, wait a minute. It
It's
might
been
be
10.
10
It's
years.
at least been 10 now.
Yeah, I think it is 10 years.
Yeah, it has
Wow.
to be.
10
You know
years.
what? I go check. Is this
Yeah,
always been the same channel? This is your main channel, right?
yeah, this is all. It's
Yeah.
always been Eddie and Jen.
You know what? We're gonna go see on this. And real, Christina, I know quite a few years ago we may have not seen eye to eye, just because certain people had influenced us and stuff. And so if I've ever done anything to you, Christina, I do want to apologize. Or if I ever said anything to offend you. So
It
I'm
wasn't you.
sorry.
It's just the company you kept. It had nothing to do with you. you know. And I'm very
Okay,
honest. Actually,
it depends on what company I kept. Yeah, I mean, you can tell me in private, but
some company that people keep and I don't like, I just try to stay away from because and this is just truthful and this is for anybody.
8 years ago, Eddie.
Energy is a big thing for people who do what we do. And if there's
Mhm.
negative energy, even from people, there's some people I just can't take their energy and I have to not be next to those people. And that's it. It has nothing to do with you
No, I
personally.
understand. Okay, and you know what? And I come and lurk at your channel once in a while. It's been quite a while, but I've done that. So, I guess I don't hang around that same company no more. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I don't think you do
Because
because
I
I've been on your
totally stay
channel.
away from those people. So I don't know where they are or what
I
they're
know
doing.
who you're talking about, Christina, and I've been on her channel a few times, and the same people she don't talk to.
Okay.
They're not there anymore.
Yeah, because yeah.
So it's safe to come out of the bushes.
It's safe to come out of the bush.
Yeah, and sometimes when you get in those acquaintances, I wouldn't say they're always friendships, but a lot of people become energy vampire, and it's hard to kick them off and stuff.
Right.
So I
Right.
gotta live and learn.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Mhm.
And so Lisa, you had a story for us.
We're ready, Lisa.
We are ready. Huh? Oh, Octavia. Hey, Eddie, am I able to come up next Sunday? Next Sunday, I have a guest. So maybe Sunday. No, Sunday after next, I'm going to have a guest too. No,
Who wants
Sunday
to
after
come up?
next,
I
you
would
can.
share. I would
Yes.
share.
Yeah, Sunday after next, you can come up. Maybe, you know what? Maybe next Sunday too. Why not?
Who is it?
Octavian. His name's Octavian. He's a friend of ours, Dolls Dolly. It's her son, and ever since he was, it's still hard to believe.
14.
What are you like? I think 14, 13 or 14. And since he was little, and he's yeah. You know what, Octavian? Next Sunday, yeah, you can do it as long as you don't have school. Now, if you got school, I don't want you missing no school. Stay in school. Don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Don't drink.
Sunday, there's no school.
Here it is.
There's
Starting
what,
Monday.
Monday in Texas?
Yes, Monday's back to school.
Oh, Monday, yeah, but Sunday isn't school.
No, Monday. He said, yeah, 13. Yeah, 13 going on 20. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm sorry, Lisa. Whenever you are
It's
ready,
all good. It's all good. It's all
we are
good.
ready to hear. We have big ears. Oh, I do. I have a big mouth.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
It's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
He's like, wait, what?
All right. With my experience about Bigfoot, back back at it, I'm not afraid at all. I'm not afraid of being on live stream and talk about anything because I've done live stream on my old account for Facebook.
Okay. So this is a Bigfoot encounter, right?
Yes.
Yes. Now this is what I like hearing. I am so into this now, Bigfoot and dogmen. Y'all just don't know because you learn new things every day. And I'm learning that this stuff is real. You know, and by the way, Keith is in the house. How you doing there, Keith? Welcome back, sir.
Acknowledge me.
And when it comes to dogmen, Keith knows dogmen very well. So on that note, I'll leave it to you now. I will shut up.
This is in Tennessee where we live.
Okay.
All right. We got to Buggy Top Trail and Sewanee Mountain,
Mhm.
and for hiking up the trails, it takes about an hour and a half to get to the cave. There's a lot of feedback on my end.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll mute mine maybe if it was my end.
A lot of feedback right now. On the way to the cave, so on the way in on the hiking trails of Buggy Top Trail and Sewanee Mountains, I hear this growl to my right side of the I'm like, where the heck's this growl coming from? It's broad. This is broad daylight. Broad daylight. And I'm like, okay. And I went to explore where this girl's coming from. And as I realized to my right side, I'm like, there is no one in that area in the broad daylight where I heard this growl. really, really fucking odd. Can make this ground sound. I'm like, okay. So continue hiking around. And this is going about maybe 3 years ago.
Now, is this the first time that you had this experience, or is there multiple?
Yes, this is my first time.
Okay.
My first time.
That's why I was asking, were you out hiking or were you actually out physically wanting to find a Bigfoot?
I wasn't trying to
Okay.
physically look for any Bigfoot sightings.
So you're just out hiking. Okay, that makes sense.
Right. That makes sense. Was there a smell or something that it gave off?
Nope.
I only ask that because a lot of people say when they see something like a Bigfoot or a skunk ape, it has like a real bad odor, or like
That's interesting part about on our way back from hiking around from the cave.
okay.
Which way the wind was blowing, because that's happened to me before too. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll tell that story on next week or a week after.
Yes, definitely share that story.
And not only that, I have actually looked up online that I've learned about native tribes has settled in Bucket Up Trail in Sewanee Mountain in Tennessee. I've learned about that.
Okay, because I was going to ask you what part, and you said because Keith wanted to know, and you just said where. There, you got your answer there, Keith and Octavian. Have a great night, buddy. Get you some good sleep. And so, have you experienced it again, or is there multiple times that you've seen this?
When we got to the cave, I heard a man coughing, and my husband was like, I have not seen anything at when we're hiking around. I've not seen nothing at all.
Really? Did
Yep.
you see any footprints or any kind of you know, like imprint that it might have left on the ground? Uh,
Well, can I
No.
ask you a question really fast? About what time of year was it? Spring, summer,
This
fall?
is in the summer. This is in the summer.
Good question.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And, and Jen is headed to bed because our son Manny,
Yeah, how's Manny?
he's doing a lot better.
Yeah. Good night, Jen. Love you. Thomas? Shit, Thomas found me. Damn it.
So
She
you
said,
heard
Thomas.
the growling and
Yeah.
the coughing. Did you actually see part of it or all of it or
Michelle, I have not seen anything. It was just so weird what I experienced.
And hello, Story of Dory.
Acknowledge me.
You just had that feeling that's what it was.
So you said something about heading back, a smell.
Okay. In the cave, when we got to the cave, me and my husband got to the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was a wet dog smell. At night when we are heading back.
I know that smell. Just saying.
Oh, I've never experienced a wet dog smell, and there was no one else around. From a distance, I'm like, what the fuck? Never experienced that.
See, that's why I asked, because usually when I hear of, whether it's Dogman or whether it's Bigfoot or Yeti, there's or skunk ape, there's
Yeah.
like an odor that they have, especially when you don't see them, but you smell them.
I'm sorry.
So, and hello, Tiggs in New Zealand. That's right. Emmy is here. You're not seeing things.
Acknowledge me.
I can relate with that smell. I over on the West Coast, it is like more of a dog smell, wet dog smell. But I have a good story from Florida, Georgia. When I was on, we were at a shadow cemetery.
Mhm.
And there was this musty smell that, yeah, it's like different places. And I think they call it ape man over there or whatever it is.
Skunk ape.
Yeah, it's skunk ape over there. And it was a totally different smell, but okay. I'll be
Mhm. No, you're fine.
I just like to talk. We all know that.
Right. So, Lisa, I thank you for sharing your experience.
You're welcome, Eddie.
I really do appreciate the fact that you came up and shared that. Isn't she great, everybody?
Yes, a lot of people wouldn't do that because other people will look at you funny. I'm
Right.
just
They,
saying.
yeah,
They
they
do.
look at you side
I
eye.
agree. Thank you for sharing. I think it's important we share so others can come forward and share
Yeah.
too.
Yes. I think it's very important. Jason Finch said, I'm back, and Jason, I'm black.
I no, you're not.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know. I've I'm from New York. I lived in New York and I'm into the paranormal. And every time I talk about the paranormal, they look at me like I've got 1,000 fucking heads. I'm like, okay, I don't give a shit.
I'm in New York too, and I was saying, Lisa, that my my sister and my daughter called the state on me. They thought I was fucking nuts. So
You know,
you and I are friends in New York. We're the crazy ones.
Not the
Christina.
city, not the city. Upstate New York. I'm from
Well,
upstate New York.
I was in Long Island. Now I'm down in Queens. I'm in the city part.
Christina, I know you got gifts. Okay. Let me ask you during the
But
COVID.
now me and my husband, we moved down to Tennessee.
Oh, good.
Nice. During, when COVID had hit and everybody was isolated pretty much to their house and you had time to think. Now, I always ask this on my panel. Do you think your gifts got heightened and stuff and you got more prominent gifts?
Not during COVID, but after.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
20, I'd say like we were already back to work. So it was the
Okay.
September of 2021. is when I had I call it like a spiritual awakening.
Yeah.
It was probably like the second one, but it was a 5 hour long download where I couldn't move or anything. Just for 5 hours, they showed me what I needed to know, or, to continue in my spiritual journey. And then it just started continuing from there. I made actually, I think, the most progress in the last 2 years. So between the end of 2023 to now.
And the reason why I asked that is that's happened to me. You know, I'm wondering if it happens to a lot of other people, especially when you open up. And I just tell people I'm just a very sensitive empath. But even Thomas, on one of my live streams, I can give to you guys. I this guy.
I
Go ahead.
I feel like I'm insensitive. I feel like I'm sensitive empath. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. No, cut in, cut in. No, does anybody else feel like since after COVID, or I want to say from probably 2019 is when I feel a lot of people's gifts had actually heightened or become more prominent. But then a lot of these people are scared to come out because, especially a lot of us who are raised in like 60s, 70s, it was bad to speak of, that imaginary friend. I'm an advocate for, children who talk to spirits and stuff. Those imaginary friends were spirits, is what I believe. Children have pure, open minds, and everybody's born with that gift. And it's whether you choose to keep that gift as you get older. I shut my gifts down because I decided I want to get married and have a family, just because certain paths and, kind of scare you. But then my gifts came more prominent again during the whole shutdown, and to where I would call out names, a name would come into me, and it's somebody's loved one in chat or something. Thomas has seen this, and this has been becoming more and more. Another lady I didn't even know, her husband came through during my live stream, and I'm seeing what he's seeing in their desk. I'm telling her, is there a pocket knife on this left? It's really trippy to see what they're seeing. And it's almost like it zooms in, and I don't know. I can't explain it.
Yeah. And the more you use them, the better you get at them. Because since then, the more, like I said, the more I've used them. So the last 2 years have been real big growth. But you got to start somewhere. But they had said, even in the newspapers and stuff, that a lot of people during when they were actually closed for the 3 months during COVID and people were home more, that they reported more paranormal activity than any other time in history was those 3 months during COVID, because people were home and they were paying attention. They had nothing to do. And all of a sudden they're like, holy crap, that door opened. Holy cow, there's this noise. Somebody talk to me, like, because they were more, you're listening more. When you're working all day and you come home from work and you pass out, you're not paying attention. So they said, more paranormal experiences than ever before were recorded during those 3 months.
Did you see what Keith said? Keith said it's been increasing ever since. I feel we're getting closer to a huge spiritual, otherworldly event with no way to deny anything they seek in me. Wait a minute. Oh, I've dropped on one.
Anything they seek me out. See, I'm skeptic too.
And then Dallas Dolly said, I was never scared to let people know that I have gifts. In fact, never had to say anything. They seeked me out.
Yeah. I'm not afraid to tell people what I do. I'm very proud to be an investigator, and I keep searching for answers. And so, but Dolly, there's a lot of people out there that are too scared to even want to say anything.
Right.
I tell you, I came across a man who telepathically talked to me to ask me to help a spirit friend of his. He won't do any of that because he's an older man. He's in early 70s, and he still believes that no, they're gonna send him to the psychiatric place.
Yeah.
And I tell you, they still do. They still call on you to to say that you're freaking nuts. But
Yeah,
you
I don't
know,
care.
it's yeah, no, I mean, you know,
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
matter. They can't prove it because you
we're
can't
all
prove
nuts.
it's natural. So you know, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. Yeah.
The story of Dory, he says, and that made this skeptic take notice and not be so dismissive of the paranormal as he used to be. Thomas, I met him in person, but he's my best friend. He's one of my best friends. He was a skeptic, and I was with Patty. We left Tennessee, went down, met up with. He stayed an extra week at Rebecca's because he knew I was coming to stay there a few weeks, and so I had all my paranormal stuff, you know, and so the REM pod. He's lost his mom, his dad, and his brother. And on the REM pod, when we would talk about his brother, like the green would light up, and then we'd start talking about the dad, the blue, and then the purple for the mom. And you know, the purple, it's really hard to light up. They have to be like right up close to hold it to keep that steady light. And you know, he's just like he can't really believe it because you know it's lights going off. He goes, and then we pull out the spirit box, the SB7, and of course the white noise.
Right.
And if you're not really used to hearing that, yeah, we can decipher what's radio and what's not.
Right.
The purple for the mom.
Thomas asked a question only him and his brother would know. And within probably, I don't know, 30 seconds, it was Atari, I believe, that came out. Mel heard it and said it out loud. Was it Atari? I keep getting that one wrong. But it was a specific game. How would any of us know that when I just met Thomas, Mel and them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's he started becoming more of a believer because he actually heard that.
Right, because you got validation.
Yeah.
And Jen said, I feel since COVID, the energy has gotten stronger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was
Wow.
right. Yeah, so Atari.
Wow.
And only him and his brother would know that, not even his parents. So it was a really cool. And of course, you know, we didn't have the cameras rolling because you know it's just like a little like, hey, this is how this works, and then yeah.
Wow, that is interesting, man. Because I'm not an empath, you know. But
Yeah, you are. You love everyone.
right, because I do. I love everyone, even the
Yeah.
spirits, and I let the spirits know. And I think that's one of the reasons why I get so clear answers
Yeah.
because they know what you're there for. First of all, don't think they do because you got to remember this is temporary housing that we have.
This is our meat suit.
You know, that's it. So that when we leave this shell, we are a ball of energy. Now we can choose where we want to go. Okay. And so the way you are in life, you're going to be the same way in death. And what we try to do is be that conduit and give you a voice. So which is one of the reasons why we use the spirit box. You know, and I always say I don't have a gift. However, when the spirits talk to me, they talk.
We are a vessel.
Right, because we are a vessel. And so I use the spirit box so that they can come through me and through that box. And I'll ask questions that only you would know. I wouldn't. If it comes through, then there's your validation.
Spirit box.
So I don't try to, you know, fake it to anybody because why? You know, I'm not gonna get no points for it. I'm not gonna get no clicks. I'm not trying to clickbait. I'm really not trying to clout chase. You know, there's so many people that do, you know. But
So when I don't have my SB7, the Necrophonic app would be my go-to for as a spirit box. But that is a good one out of all of them. I would choose that one.
Yeah, see, because I still like right here, I have my SB7. And the reason
Yeah, good old SB7. But But there's so much. I mean, you can only deal with so much of that white noise.
Right. But Jen
But
can
a lot.
Jen can only handle so much of it.
Yeah.
And so then I also have a Phasma box. I was told to use that from Dalen Spratt, who was a member of Ghost Brothers.
Uh-huh.
And he told me, try using the Phasma box. And he wanted me to use the app that he uses, but I don't have an iPhone. So he said,
Gotcha.
right. So he said, try using the Phasma box. And that usually works out for me. But every time I do, I just want people to know I'm not trying to, I'm not fake. What I'm doing is, I'm just trying to get validation. Everybody wants to know what's out there. We're going to see eventually, but until then, we can ask questions because the spirits know why you're there, and just treat them with respect and be nice and just say, hey, I mean no disrespect to you. And introduce yourself and just ask a question.
I learned a lot of that from you, Eddie. You and Jen, how you would take your kids out there, and you guys, because the spirits sometimes they don't even know they passed, so you'd want to talk to them as if they're right there in front of you, interact, joke around. And I noticed when I was doing that, laughing and joking around, you get more reaction, and you bring out that energy. So I noticed that. I learned that, and as I've been doing this, I will try something new. If I see what Eddie and Jen's doing, it's something new, I'm going to try that. It may work for me, it may not, but the whole talking to them as they're still alive, was a big thing for me.
That's the key, because we have to remember they were people at one place or time, and so
Eddie, you're right. At one point,
yes,
we were alive at one point.
Right. And so you want to treat them as such. And that's what we do. We treat them
flesh and blood at one point.
Mm-hmm. Boomer D,
Well,
how you doing, buddy?
Guys, I love yous, but I have like a whole line of spirits here waiting patiently for me to cross them.
Yeah, I was getting ready to close
energy
out.
really nuts. It's going to be midnight, so I have to do this. Michelle, it was so nice meeting you. And Lisa, nice seeing you again. Eddie, thank you so much for having me.
Hey,
and everyone in the chat, you are always lovely. I love you guys, and I will see you Wednesday on my channel.
All right.
Christine, thank you.
Thank you, Michelle.
And everybody, I'm going to do the same. We're going to close it out. I want everybody, if you have a channel, I want you to do me a favor and put your links in the description box so that everybody can check out everybody. Let's show that love.
Can't wait.
Because that's what we do. It's not about me, it's about we. And that's how we can keep this community growing, by showing love to each other. The haters are going to hate. So let them just go on ahead and hate. You just keep being and doing you. And that's what's important. It's just being you. Because I love you for the person you are, not the person you're trying to be. So just as that said, Lisa, thank you so much for coming in.
I got a gift from.
That looks like a smoke quartz.
Who cares about the haters? I got a gift from.
It's beautiful.
A bud of mine back in New York before I moved.
That is nice.
Yeah, it looks like a smoky quartz. Am I right?
Yeah, is that smoky quartz? It looks like it. Nice long nail. What kind of file you use? Oh, okay. We're looking at the quartz. I'm just playing with you, Lisa. That is nice, though.
If you can see that.
Oh, you can lift it up higher. Is it a smoky quartz? You got to go higher. Higher, higher. Okay, now there you go. Now go start moving it the other way. Yeah, we can see it. Yep, go the other way. Go to your right. There you go. Now we got it. Okay, there we go.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful.
There's rainbows in it. I see it right there. There's a rainbow just kind of right there by your eye. I can see it.
Oh my God.
It's nice. It's beautiful. It feels like a lot of energy.
It sure does.
Yeah.
You can feel the energy off of that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No, we got it. We got it. And I'll tell people too, people who do have crystals and stuff like that, during full moons, take them out and it really energizes them. It
Yes.
really does. You guys, when we had that full total eclipse, what was it, 5 years ago? I
Yes.
filled the back of my truck up. Asked Jay and laid out all these crystals. We had to drive, I don't know, it was like an hour and a half to be in Center Point and get the full 3 minutes.
Yes. Good luck, good fortune, good karma. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So again, Michelle, thank you so much for being here. Her link is right there
No
pinned
problem,
at the
Eddie.
top.
No problem.
Her link is pinned right at the top. Thank you, Lisa, for stopping by, telling your wonderful story. And just remember, you're always welcome here. We're never going to look at you side-eyed. We love you just as well. And Emmy, thank you so much for coming by. You are always, you and J Mac, your whole family. If you were here, you would have a plate at our table.
Oh, thank you. And the same over here too. I'm getting ready to follow Michelle. I didn't know her link was up there. And the
Yeah,
same.
I got you too. So yeah, I just followed you and Christine too.
Yes.
Yeah, Eddie, you guys are always welcome. If you're just traveling through,
believe me,
our place is big enough for you and your family, okay?
I believe it, because I've seen some of you outside when you go get ready to go driving. So yes, I already know. I can't wait to see your place.
We got the camper. You and Jen stay in the camper. The kids can have the bedrooms inside, and that way you have your own little vacation.
Oh my God. You know what? Manny's always slept in our room because
If we
of his
could
medical conditions.
if we can all get together and meet up in a place and travel and investigate, that'd be awesome.
One day we can plan a YouTube fan meet where we can get a whole bunch of us together and find a location. We all go there and meet. That would be wonderful. I've been to 2 YouTube fan meets so far.
I just travel and meet up with people.
Yes, you do. And she does travel. Believe me, when I say she travels, she travels. Go by, check out her channel, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
We're always taught never to talk to strangers. Okay, here I am.
Never talk to strangers.
Stranger. I'll get on the plane and I'll go meet that stranger. Like, hey. So yeah,
So
I want to say I had one bad experience, but everybody else has been amazing. And Michelle,
never talk to strangers.
What state do you live in, Michelle?
I'm in Milwaukee, Oregon. Yeah, you're in. I was born in
Milwaukee.
Portland. So, yeah, right off of 42nd and Johnson Creek.
You guys must be right close to each other.
Oh my God. Okay, so when you end this, can we still stay in this call?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I want to talk with you, Michelle.
I was always taught never to talk to strangers.
I know. She's a stranger. Look at this. We both live in Milwaukee. Like,
yeah, we're neighbors.
Closer than what you think. I'm just.
You know what, Amy? Maybe you guys, it was meant for you to come up here. Because I always say that God brings people together for a reason. And maybe this was a reason.
Yeah, I think so. Because I don't really have anybody to go with me over in the Oregon area to investigate. You're not supposed to go by yourself. My husband will go if I'm really like,
destination.
But
destination.
I think you guys need to hook up.
Probably.
Yes, definitely.
The highway from my exit to your exit is like 3 miles.
Oh, cool. We're neighbors. Yeah.
Y'all need to hook up.
Yes, definitely.
I was so glad I could get you all together.
Yeah, see, you do bring a lot of people together, Eddie. You and Jen both do. You guys are amazing, and I'm not just saying that. I mean that, because a lot of people think, because I'll troll in other places, but when it comes to you and the paranormal and the passion I have, you guys are amazing, and you will give your shirt off
And
your back to help
Eddie,
somebody.
now you know. Now you see who I look like. Now I'm not afraid of being on camera
That's
and
right.
live.
And you know what?
Not
I love
afraid.
you guys. Emmy, thank you so
Lisa
much.
J.
And thank you,
Lisa,
Lisa,
Yeah.
for coming on and sharing your story. That was amazing.
yes, Lisa, thank you so much. I also want to say thank you to everybody in the chat. Story of Glory, Lunar Eclipse Paranormal, Mom of an Angel. And by the way, Mom of an Angel, give Cassie a hug for me. Thank you so much. Everyday Treasures, Tiggs in New Zealand. Let's see who else is
Love
here.
Tiggs.
Keith, thank you so much, sir, for
You're
being here,
welcome.
Keith,
You're welcome,
from
Michelle.
1675. Of course, Christina has just left. Jason Finch, thank you so much, sir. And anybody else if I missed you guys, Dolls Dolly, love you, girl. Thank you so much. If I missed you, I am so sorry. Again, Michelle, thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys come in next week. God's willing, there will be a next week. And to all our YouTube friends, we love you. Thank you so much, YouTube. To all our Facebook groups, we love you. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys put your links in the description box. You know, show some love to each other because that's what we're about. And keep this community growing. It's not about me. It's
Anyone
about
is
we.
near or going through Omaha, Nebraska,
Omaha, Nebraska?
out to me on X message.
X messages. I'm not from there. Okay, I got you. And Jason Finches, y'all are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Jason. You guys are too. You guys
Never
are
mind.
so amazing. If there wasn't for you, it would be no we. And I thank you. Janet Sarlo, we love you too. Thank you. And till next time, you guys, love
This
you.
echo shit is annoying.
Well, we're getting ready to end it now. Stay blessed. Have a great night. Good night, everybody. And
Good night.
thank
Thank you,
you so
Eddie.
much for coming in. Thank you. Good night, y'all.